The following is an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network. Lanxess reminds you to call 811 a few days prior to digging. You will give the operator information about how to contact you, where you are planning to dig, and what type of work you will be doing. Each affected utility company will then send a locator to mark the locations of the underground utility lines. This typically occurs within 2 to 3 working days. Notify, wait, confirm, respect the lines. A reminder from Lanxess. Located at 404 South Main Street in Junction City, Louisiana, McGraw's Barbecue is the best thing smoking. Open Wednesday from noon to 7 p.m., Thursday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Swing by McGraw's Barbecue and put some South in your mouth. McGraw's, the official barbecue of the Dragon Sports Network. Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru, and if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network. Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow. Lanxess reminds you to call 811 a few days prior to digging. You will give the operator information about how to contact you, where you are planning to dig, and what type of work you will be doing. Each affected utility company will then send a locator to mark the locations of the underground utility lines. This typically occurs within 2 to 3 working days. Notify, wait, confirm, respect the lines. A reminder from Lanxess. People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at the road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
Coming to you live from Fouke, Arkansas at Fouke Field. Junction City is taking on the Fouke Panthers for their homecoming. I'm Brennan Cupp, alongside me Derek Rocket. Not with us tonight is Daniel Wood. Junction City was apparently thinking we had a 7:30 kick. We're going to end up having to take a penalty for this one, I believe. Derek, what are you looking for to start this game? Let's go ahead and break their hearts, Derek. Lamontre Hankton is not going to play in this football game.
Dixon and Pittman back to receive the opening kickoff.
No, I don't know why, but I was told he'll be back next week. And
God willing.
That's all we know.
But Junior Taylor Owens
Junior
has
Taylor
gotten
Owens.
quite a few reps at QB1, and he's reliable.
This is a huge game for
And I'm looking for
Taylor
Taylor to be good. I mean, Taylor's an athlete.
Yes.
They can plug him in pretty much anywhere on defense. He's gotten a couple touchdowns this year at receiver. He's fast. He's smart. He's a well-coached kid.
Junction
And
City will get the
there's the
penalty.
flag, which is
Delay a game
it
to
was
start this
closer.
one.
It was closer than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Like we said, Junction City was apparently thinking we had a 7:30 kick, Derek, and we didn't run through the sign or anything. We just got up here and had needed about 5 more seconds. Cole tried to get it off, just didn't quite get it in time. He'll kick from the 35. Mr. Automatic's got this thing teed up. Fouke will start the game with the football. Cole Henry set to kick. Kick is up in the air.
It's a deep kick.
Going to field it about the
About
right
the
at
20.
the 20. Dalton Baker
Yeah,
tried to
Baker
trip
got
him
his
up.
hands on him.
That was Singleton that
Williams got in on it. Brennan Lee was in on it. A gang of Dragons there.
pretty good return, though. That's a 25-yard return. 24-yard return all the way up to the 44-yard line is where Fouke will start. I heard they're extremely disciplined up here, as you can expect. They got a good-sized team. They're one of the better teams in our conference, Derek. Let's just say it for what it is. They come down to Junction and beat us last year. This is a huge game for Junction City conference. They're going to start in the gun. Single back set to begin this one. He's got it, and he's going to hand it off, try to come around this end. He's got a big hole. Finally, Woody Grimes is going to tackle him, but not before he picks up about the 35-yard line in Junction City territory.
When you get 20 yards down the field before you get touched, I think you're in pretty dang good shape.
Is that Dominique Grimes on defense over there on
Yeah.
the far side?
Yeah.
That's a first for this year that I've seen Doms on defense.
Yeah, you got Dom on the far side. You got Larry on this side. Woody's, of course, taking over the top.
I want to see us fly to the football. No one was
I
within
want to see
20 yards.
aggression is what I want to see on defense.
Same formation in Junction City territory at the 35. Fouke getting ready to run their second play. He's got it in the gun. He's going to hand off. Kind of a counter action.
Yeah.
Good tackle. Who was that? That was Larry.
About a 1 yard gain on the play. Yeah, and that's another heartbreaker for Junction. 13. The other Larry twin, he's hurt, and it's big.
Both Larrys have played a pivotal role in this defense and
the secondary and special teams as well.
And like you said, you're going to see Dom, some in the secondary. I think we were going to see some other players step up tonight. But this linebacker core right here of Demarion Henry, Hammer Hudson, and Penister, I mean, you got to see someone step up. It's going to be a false start right there. Fouke's going to give 5 of them back. Got some movement by their left guard there. We'll take them how we can get them, Derek. It's 10:54 left in this one in the first quarter. A big play by Fouke to get him in Junction City territory, a 2-yard run, and then a false start. It's going to bring up a 2nd 13. This one right here, Derek, it's an early game, but this is a huge play. I want
to see us get a win up front.
Blow the line up.
Blow the line up. You got some meat up front. I mean, Junction's got a lot of talent. The front 7 is talented, and we've been kind of bullied this year up front. And I just want to see it change.
He's going to fake it, go right up the middle, and that was Javion Davis at the 35.
And I love seeing number 50 on the line because he blows it up, and he just brings a lot of energy out there. You can see him on the sidelines after every play. Every time he gets taken out, you don't see the kid run off the field with his head down. The kid's excited to be there, and he loves it. He loves contact, and he loves the aggression.
Derek, another thing, me and D-Wood talked about it yesterday. The Junction City team, they come out with a ton of emotion in that Harmony. I haven't seen that emotion out of them. Plays with some emotion. And, I mean, you want something big to happen here. It's a 3rd and long, but this quarterback, he can sling it pretty good, and he also looks pretty mobile. He's in the gun, single back formation, trips to the far side. He's going to get it. He's going to try to go right on this end. Big hole. Hammer Hudson and Larry again, right after about a 5-yard gain, but that's a play. It's 4-down territory.
Yeah. Yeah, especially where you're at. They're going to go for it. Now, I mean, they've pushed the defense so far, and if I was him, I'd do the same thing. Dude's coming off the field.
That's going to bring in Hodges, another good-looking kid. Tony Hodges, 51.
Made a lot of big plays this year.
You know, Tony, he was very impressive this year so far.
Yeah.
He got a little banged up in the opener, But Tony's a pivotal role in this Junction City team as a whole. Same formation. He's going to get it, and he's going to drop back to pass. Going to get a little pressure.
He was
Good
looking at
pass and
4.
catch.
He was looking at 4 as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yeah, that was a
He
great,
knew where he was going as soon as it was snapped.
great catch right at the 20.
Yeah.
Fans, that's another
This
Fouke
Fouke
Panther.
team will be tough to stop. I'm going to be honest with you. They're sound. They do stuff right. I mean, it's going to be a game you can't have turnovers on. Let's be
And
honest
you got a
with
quarterback that's going to drop back and make a good throw on 4th down.
Yeah, watching him in warm-ups, he threw the ball well.
Yeah.
Derek. He was up to about 35 yards. He was pretty accurate. Same formation, 2 to the right. Single back beside him. He's going to get the snap. Keep it himself. Who is that?
Banks.
Banks. Man, the good-looking junior, Jordan Banks. Man, this kid right here is growing with every week. It's good to see someone get hit in the backfield. And I can't say it enough, the 2 juniors, Jordan Banks and Demarion Henry, they fit the bill, the eye test.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there.
Absolutely. And we got a couple kids, too, that read the football well. They make plays. You got Dalton Baker. He's been all over the ball since he was a freshman last year. He came up and made good plays.
If you're Junction City, that is a welcome sight. As Jackson Thurman got the big brace on the leg, he's back in this ball game.
And
Thurman,
you talk about a kid that brings aggression.
arguably the best tackler on this team. Going to hand off around this left side. Hudson blows that up, did not get the tackle. Woody finally gets him at about the 15. Going to be about 5 yards short of the first down. Good gain on 2nd down for Fouke.
Yeah.
He had a heck of a hole to run through there, Derek.
I mean, when they seal the edge, you got 10 yards, it seems like.
Fouke reads. I mean, they're very. Jack said it best. Dr. Jack told me. He said they're very fundamental football team, and you can see it. They're getting the blocks they need to get and getting downfield, and they're in 4th down territory again. So you pick up 2 or 3 yards right here. That's a win for Fouke. You want to blow this up. Same formation. See if someone get in the backfield. We bring the blitz around the side. He's going to drop back and throw it. Good catch by 23. Great tackle by Dom Grimes. I believe he got just enough to get the first down.
He got enough for the first down. It was a good open field tackle.
That was a great, he caught it. Dom hit him immediately.
Well, with the injuries we've had on defense, we're going to have some guys play both ways and step up. You've seen Montre Hankton come in and play some corner for us, and I'm happy to see Dom out there.
I wanted to see him hit somebody, and he showed it right there. He could do it. Looks like they're at about the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
So it is 1st and goal. They're going to be content with eating clock in this game. Same formation, except you got 2 kids on this side, quarterback in the backfield. High snap, gets it down. We blew that up immediately.
Yep.
That was Dalton Baker.
You got Grimes in to clean it up. Well, they're going to run that double tight end set. It seems like the whole game. They've done it this whole drive.
About a 2-yard loss on that one.
They can bring one of them out and spread it out a little bit, or they're either going to run the counter or they're going to run it to that other side. And
Singleton's going to check in for Davis. Singleton, kind of that pass rush specialist. You saw it last year. I believe it was Prescott. Got to the quarterback 3 sacks in 1 drive, if I remember right. You'd love to see him get to him right here. Back to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 12.
They got trips left.
He's going to get the snap and the gun. He's going to follow his blockers. We have blown
Brennan
that up
Lee.
nicely. That is Brennan Lee,
Nice.
the sophomore out of Chapel. Good-looking tackle.
10-yard
Great
loss
seal
right
play,
there.
explode to the
7-yard
football.
loss.
Still going to be, that side of the field unless they got a good field goal kicker. Hodges is going to come off. Demarion Henry is going to come on. Right here, keep the ball in front of you.
Yeah.
Get to the quarterback. I want to see – let's see Banks do something right here.
Well, Henry brings a lot of energy off the edge as well.
Henry's got a
And
motor that doesn't run
Henry's got a lot of weight on his shoulders because he's got to pick it up because with Tolles not playing this year, we lost that
a monster
that
up front.
edge rusher.
Same formation. You got 2 guys to the right, a solo on this side. He's in the gun. He's going to hand to that side. Is that third?
That's
Is that
Henry.
Lee again? That's Lee.
Yeah, that's
Big
Lee. That's Lee.
2 monster plays from
And
Big Lee.
Brennan Lee had a big game last week in Haynesville, Brennan.
Yes, he did, and I want to see that breakout game for Big Lee. They're all the way back at the 25-yard line right here. It's 25. They got to get a touchdown to get the first down. Don't commit a silly turnover right here.
Don't commit a
silly penalty. Yes. Thurman's going to check off. That's going to bring on.
Yeah, it's 4th and goal
Braden
from
Henry.
the 25. Graydon Henry has been a huge sophomore for us this year.
He's going to drop back. He's looking that way. He's just going to sling it to the end zone. Oh, that
Oh.
almost tipped back to him. Woody tipped that. Woody Grimes with the deflection. Almost tipped it back to him, though, Derek. Great. You intercept it right there, you're going to be at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
But if you're going to bat it down. Don't bat it up.
Bat it down.
That's going to bring on the Junction City offense. We're going to get our first look at Talon Owens at the quarterback position. Talon, like Derek said earlier, we've seen Talon get some snaps. Saw him last year a couple times.
He got some snaps against Carlisle as well.
Talon's been a kid this year we've kind of went to when we needed a big play. Talon's been there to get that first down for us.
And as you see it right off the bat, I think we're going to run a lot of Wildcat tonight.
That is Dom at quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Going to bring Jordavion Williams in motion. Dom's going to keep it, try to follow him. He's got through the initial line.
He's got a hole. That's house. That's house.
That's house.
That's house.
Dominique Grimes.
Right, 75 yards right off the bat.
You're not catching him. That kid's special. The speed, you let him get through that initial line, Derek, you will not catch Dominique Grimes.
All right, Brendan, I know Kyle's excited. We're about to see Cole Henry.
Mr. Automatic, I want to see
anytime we see Cole Henry, fellas, that is a good sign because there's 6 on the board for the Junction City Dragons. We're about to see Mr. Automatic.
Just want to see some better protection here from the line.
Yeah.
Last week he didn't have much time to kick it.
He got a couple of them off. That was quick. And I was glad he did. That's good, Mr. Automatic.
7-0.
It's 1
for 4:20 left in the first quarter. Dragons on top 7-0. We're going to be back in 30 seconds.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network.
A nice, quick, but very efficient drive by Junction City as Dominique takes it out of the Wildcat position, follow his blocks all the way downfield. And Junction City's going to get set to tee it off. We were talking about the ends on that rush. Banks and Henry has done a great job of sealing them this year. It's just been we haven't had that push up middle. But a team like this, someone's going to have to make some plays up the middle. And B. Lee, that last possession, I mean, he made them on the outside, come up and hit somebody, man. Derek, that's what I want to see. Mr. Automatic kicks it at about the 19-yard line. Believe that was Lee that come up and hit him, held on to him. A host of Dragons behind him to clean that up. That's going to be Fouke taking over at about the 38. Let's see if Junction City can bring that energy that they kind of closed that last drive out with, Derek. As they're going to start at the 38. You don't want to see that big play right off the bat that Fouke kind of started off with that last time. B. Lee's coming out with the Brennan Lee again right off the bat with the edge rush. A big loss.
I'll tell you what,
that is his third tackle already.
Today.
Already for all of them for a loss.
Number 2 came to play.
Lee kind of padding his stats. He's already got 16 on the year. He's got an interception as well. Lee, we've heard when he come over, I mean, he's a great tackler. Just show him who to go hit. And, I mean, he goes and hits them. And, I mean, you kind of seen it right here.
Yeah,
he come off the edge right there on a blitz, and, man, he blew that up. That's the negative plays we were talking about, Derek. You got to have them. We haven't had them all year, really.
And this is from a sophomore.
Oh, Demarion Henry almost picked that off and went.
That was a good read on that. But this is, like I said, this is from a sophomore in Brennan Lee. We got 2 more years of this.
Yes. And I think Brennan Lee, a great-looking kid, he's going to continue to progress. And, I mean, fill out with that body. I mean, he's just going to be a playmaker for Dragons for years to come.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 3rd and long right here. You got to respect the quarterback scrambling, though. We talked about sealing the edges make sure you get that middle and kind of stay true to that middle. You don't want to give up a 15, 16, 17-yard run.
And you got guys in Hudson and Pennister that's going to stop them.
Yes,
you got guys that's going to make the play. Get the ball to the middle of your field and get the ball to your playmakers. Another good open field tackle by number 3.
That's Dominique Grimes on the side. It's his second tackle already.
And I think we're going to see a Fouke punter.
Does that mean we're going to see Dominique and Woody in the back? I believe we should. I see Woody heading back. Dom's going to go back, and Woody's going to come back up here, flank the left side. Another good defensive stand for the Junction City Dragons. Yeah. Let's see if they kick it to Dominique here. He's got the punt. He has got it. Pretty good punt. Not going to get back. He's going to get it over to the Junction side of the field at about the 34. That's where the Junction City offense will take over. 2:42 left in the first quarter. Junction City has ran one play in this one, and Dominique Grimes took it to the house. That is the one thing Junction City has that a lot of people don't, and that's a Dominique Grimes. And even better, we got 2 Grimes. We got Devontae and Dominique. Like we said, if you're just now joining us, Lamontre will not be playing in this one. Owens will be taking the quarterback snaps. And he is in the
Owens about to start
gun
with
all by himself.
Backfield.
Watch it end around here with Dom, though. You're going to see two backs come back beside him. That's Jordy Williams and Dom Grimes. He's going to hand to Jordavion. He's got a hold, a hit pretty quick at about the 36. Good tackle there by Fouke.
He's up across the 35, maybe to 36. We'll give him 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dragons.
He had a small hole to hit there, Derek. It closed up very quick.
Yeah.
Got Owens in the backfield, getting ready to take the snap. 2 receivers to both sides. Going to bring Jordy in motion. 7 on the play clock. Jordy's beside him now. Going to hand to Jordy Williams. No, nothing there.
Well, nowhere to go.
And number 4, Williams again.
He kind of come out of that pile for about a yard. I thought he was tackled behind the line, and all of a sudden I see a kid come out of 4 or 5 Panthers, and it's going to set up about a 3rd and 7.
Man, Fouke's big up front.
Yeah, they got some good
kids. And they've been getting some good pushes, but you got to make a hole.
Owens in the gun. See if we see a pass from Owens here. 3rd and 7. We went on the clap. We've done that a lot this year. We kind of go on that clap, Derek, and we got to be careful with that. That's the silly penalties we talked about we couldn't have right off the bat. I've noticed that all year, though. We've got away with that a lot. We've got called with it a few times, but we jumped that clap a lot instead of waiting on the ball. It's going to set up a 3rd and about 12. It's 1:24 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Junction City. Owen's going to be in the gun. You got Dominique and Devontae Grimes on this side. I believe that's
you got Williams and Lee on the other side.
He's in the gun. Quick pass to Dominique. Dominique Grimes makes one guy miss, did not make the other one miss. About the 36. Good tackling by Fouke there. He made the first guy miss, but there was 2 more waiting on him. Good job by Fouke there. It's going to bring on the punt team. Dalton Baker is going to be out to punt this.
See if we can flip the field here.
That's a pass I wanted to see him give Owens, let him get that quick, easy one to get going.
You want those early. You want those early to get his confidence up. You get him a couple completions, and then you can start taking your shots with those spacers you got on the end.
I want to see a good snap here, and you get it. Dalton's got time. He's going to punt that. It's going to hit at about the 44. Good bounce.
Good roll.
It's down at about the 31, 32-yard line. Call it the 32. That's where Fouke will take over. You want to build on these last 2 drives if you're Junction City. B. Lee, see if he can get a couple more stops. Looking for Pennister to have a big hit right here, Derek.
Yeah, I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him like Wayne said. Get the ball to the middle of the field. You got playmakers there. You got Pennister. You got Hudson. Get it contained.
Your edge rushing's been
Because you
there
get
all
it out
year.
on the outside, and you got 1 or 2 guys to beat, and then it's house.
I want to see Big Deuce. Big Deuce made 2 or 3 plays last week that kind of showed you the potential he has. I want to see him build off that. They're in the gun, single back formation, going to hand off to a misdirection. Baker chasing him down. Thought Henry was.
Burberry on the cutback counter gets down easy.
It's going to be a first down pickup all the way down to about the 47-yard line.
Panther fans, that's enough for another Fouke Panther.
Good first down play there for Fouke. Thought D. Henry had the edge sealed, didn't quite get there to it. You shake that one off, you're still on your side of their side of the field. Hold them here and see what the offense can do. It's 1st and 10. Fouke's in the gun. It's same play, kind of a misdirection to the other side. That's Big
There's
Deuce.
the fella getting his hands on it.
Maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah.
Big Deuce with the tackle. 5-4 for the Dragons to about the 48. 2nd and 9. Singleton, the good-looking sophomore.
It's a big kid.
That's going to bring the first quarter to a close. It's 7-0 Junction City when we return at 2nd and 9 from the 48 for Fouke. We'll be back in 30.
Oh.
Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow. Located at 404 South Main Street in Junction City, Louisiana, McGraw's Barbecue is the best thing smoking. Open Wednesday from noon to 7 p.m., Thursday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Swing by McGraw's Barbecue and put some South in your mouth. McGraw's, the official barbecue of the Dragon Sports Network.
2nd and 9, Fouke, their side of the field here as we get ready to begin the second quarter. Leading the way with Junction City is 3 solos from B. Lee. He's also got another assisted tackle. Big Deuce got the last one on the first down play. Same play right up the middle, and that was B. Lee again.
You know,
Have yourself a game, B. Lee.
Brendan, we talked to Coach Ball this week, and he said, fellas, you're going to see some tackling this week.
Yeah,
and they worked on it all week. They've had some iffy wrapping up in open field here the last few weeks, and Devin said that it's a time to stop that, and we're going to take care of it. And it's showing so far in this game.
You know the caliber coaches we got. They're taught right, man. It's on the kids to execute the play. I mean, that's all it is to it. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 right at midfield. And like Derek said, so far we're seeing the wrapping up and making the tackles. He's going to get it. That's Banks right in his face.
Right there.
Baker.
Right there.
But there's the end rushes you want. Banks had that blown up, made him step back, and right in his face is Dalton Baker.
And 44 is going to get the credit for the sack right there, but Banks should have a pat on the back for making the play right there.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Dalton Baker is a monster sophomore, folks. I mean, let's be honest. Jordan Banks is a junior.
And you mentioned that earlier. Jordan Banks getting in the backfield a lot.
Jordan Banks is the kid
that's
I
the
really
things
like.
that ain't going to show up on the stat sheet,
Yes.
but he made that play.
I have not seen Jordan Banks get blocked this year, really. I mean, to be honest with you, he gets in the backfield every time. Dominique Grimes is back deep. Let's see if they give him an opportunity here. It's going to bounce. Get a good bounce. Grimes is going to take it. That's a good job. Just go ahead and getting that before it gets another 10 yards. Right at about the 15.
Inside the 20, probably about the 15, maybe the 16.
Yeah, it looks like
I'd like to see Dom go ahead and get that like he did, because that was going to roll another 5-6 yards if he doesn't pick that up. And he stepped back, made sure he got a good read on it, picked it up, dropped it right where it was at. Beautiful, beautiful nights out. We got rainbows, we got clouds. My goodness, what a view. That's Owens in the backfield with Jordavion Williams. We got B. Lee and Woody on this side. I believe that's Dom far side. He's got one-on-one matchup, man. He's going to hand off to Williams right at the bat. Williams picks up About 5.
Yeah, 4 yards.
Thought I saw a face mask on that, Derek.
It was close.
Saw that helmet jerk back
Yeah,
as soon as he went through.
He was about down, I think, when they grabbed it.
They're going to give him 4.
No, they're opening it
split
up. He's
3
got 5 wide.
2 on this side. Owens in the backfield by himself. No man in motion. Owens quick pass out to
Lee.
He's hit immediately. Oh, he's going to spin out. Lee, if he can get around that one guy, good tackling. That's going to be about a loss of about 1. That's a play. Fouke has done a great job of being right there for that short pass. Like we said, Hankton, you want to get a couple easy ones for Owens to get him warmed up. Got a flag on the field. I did not see that. It was a long play. See if they get us for a hold. That's probably what it's going to be.
They're saying false start.
Legal procedure against the Dragons.
That was a delayed false start.
Yeah, they let the play.
That's going to bring it out. 2nd and 12. They decided to back them up. Let's see if Junction City can make them pay for that. Like we said, Fouke has done a phenomenal job so far of just kind of getting it. He's got one-on-one with Grimes. He's going to throw it deep.
And he got it. That's house.
That's house.
That's
You're not
house.
guarding that kid.
No.
Nope. Dom's going to take that to the house. Beautiful throw by Owens. Put it on the money.
Beautiful throw.
86.
86.
My goodness. Having yourself a night already, Dominique Grimes. Good throw by Talon. I believe
Absolutely.
Talon's 3 for 3 throwing the
Absolutely.
Good job by the
you
junior.
talked about those quick balls, just getting his confidence up and getting his touch there. And
I don't care who you are. If you get a one-on-one with Dominique Grimes or Woody Grimes,
it ain't a bad idea to take the toss. Just throw it up and see what's going to happen because the speed on both of those kids and their ability to go get the ball.
Mr. Automatic on the field gets the snap. Good snap.
Good kick.
Looks like a good kick. That's going to bring 14-0. Junction City on top. 9:25 left in the half. We're going to take 30. What a throw by What a throw by Talon Owens to Dominique Grimes there.
He's got 3 touches, Brennan.
Was that 86?
He's got 3 touches.
86
and he's got 164 yards. And that is tied for the 3rd longest pass completion in school history.
Welcome to the show, Talon Owens and Dominique Grimes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Automatic teased that off. Right at about the 22, 23-yard line. He's going to run right back into some Dragons at about the 41, 42-yard line.
Yeah.
Pretty good return there. They've had about 15, 20 yards on that return every time, Derek. I want to see that get cleaned up as we go forward.
Yeah.
We got Prescott coming in. We got to take care of business tonight, but we got Prescott coming in next week. Every yard counts in a game like that. You know what Prescott can do. This is a tune-up for Prescott. You want to see Junction City not be satisfied here. You want to see them keep the foot on the gas. I want to see this defense continue to do what they've done, Derek.
No, they've been very impressive up front. They've gotten in the backfield a lot of plays, and we've been struggling up front this year. I mean, let's be honest.
Yes, absolutely.
And Coach Ball said our best football is yet to come, and bear with us, fellas.
In ball we trust.
You know, we're here.
Fouke got running back on each side of him. He's going to kind of almost a good tackle at the middle. I believe that was Pinister that held on to him after about a 2. Going to give him about a 3-yard gain. Pinister was the first Dragon to get a hold of him.
We got a couple of them cleaning it up, Banks and Hodges.
But it's Junction City flying to the football is what I like to see.
Absolutely. You see Henry get in the backfield there and about make the play. But like we said, get the ball to the middle of the field. You got help. Don't get it to the outside.
Don't give up the big play.
And they've gotten 12, 15 yards.
It's going to bring him in the gun. He's got a single back with him. Trips to this side of the field, Derek. right off the middle of the field. It's too deep. Had Dominique Grimes in coverage. Woody was man in the middle of the field.
I don't know if Aiden knew the ball was coming for him. I don't think he made his.
I think he had to throw it a little quicker than he wanted to.
I don't think he made that first cut yet, and he was looking downfield still.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Dominique Grimes is he's holding his own out there defensively.
With the speed he's got, he's going to be able to keep up with anybody we're going to face.
Credit his work ethics, but Lorenzo Dixon works with him a lot, man. Credit Lorenzo Dixon. My goodness. A great, phenomenal coach. I mean, he does the things the right way. He does drills. I mean, it's fun to watch. Big third down here for Junction City. They got Pinister coming off the edge. Good play there. Dominique Grimes on the tackle.
Real good play.
I believe that was Banks that come off the end that got to the quarterback.
That was impressive.
Half-second late.
Fouke's quarterback being able to stay in the pocket and make that throw with the heat coming was impressive.
Yeah, I thought Banks was going to – if he would have took just a hair longer, Banks was fixing to get that sack. I'm glad Dom made that tackle because he didn't have anybody else back there. Woody was coming, but
yeah.
That's in Junction City territory at the 45. Quarterback has looked good for them tonight when he's had a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah,
to throw
absolutely.
It.
That's the thing, though. He hadn't had but a couple seconds all night.
Yeah, we're getting through the line pretty good right now. Got a single back up the middle. He's got a crease. That is Woody on the tackle. About a
solid
9-yard
carry.
Down to the 35-yard line. Fouke got some momentum going here.
A couple inches shy of that first down.
Mind you, Fouke got the football to start this ball game. Junction City will receive it after half. It's 7:50 left on the clock before halftime.
Got two wide right. They're don't want that double tight end set again.
See if we can get a push up the middle here. He's going to keep it himself. He's rolling. He's trying to get second. He's got
that wheel route.
Open.
That wheel route.
That right there was a good play. We bid on it, and he had it. All he had to do was throw it up, and Fouke was going to have it.
23's been going to that opposite side all night long, and they've been baiting us. They faked the handoff, and that wheel route was wide open.
You got a second, a foot. You were expecting run all the way, and then the wheel route's there.
No, he's like I said, he's handed the ball off to him that opposite side at least 5 or 6 times. They've been setting it up the entire game, and that wheel route was wide open. It's amazing that Hudson even got there and almost made a play as quick as he did to save the touchdown. But
good answer by Fouke there. I mean, that was a much-needed drive for them.
And that quarterback ain't made a bad throw all night. He stood in the pocket when the pressure was there, and he's made good plays. They got a good ball team here.
Getting set to line the kick up. They're going to get offsides on Junction City. I believe they're going to get Owens on that far side. And so it's going to be Owens jumped it just a hair early. They're going to kick. Still going to kick it. It's 7:29 left in the half. It is 14 pending the PAT from Fouke. Getting ready to set it up here. If he can get a good clean snap, he does. He's going to kick that up and in. It is 14-7. Junction City will have the football and the lead when we return in 30 seconds.
Lanxess reminds you to call 811 a few days prior to digging. You will give the operator information about how to contact you, where you are planning to dig, and what type of work you will be doing. Each affected utility company will then send a locator to mark the locations of the underground utility lines. This typically occurs within 2 to 3 working days. Notify, wait, confirm, respect the lines. A reminder from Lanxess.
Ready to tee this thing up at the 40. They're going to kick it, and they're going to kick it right at Jordavion Williams. He's going to field it about the 20, bobble it, still bobbling it. He's going to pick it up, and the football's out.
They foul ball, touchdown.
They're going to scoop and score that.
Number 25.
You can't, stuff like that is stuff that loses you ball games. He fumbled it twice, just fall on it. Good job by Fouke getting down there in coverage and getting that football. And, I mean, they had 3 or 4 bodies there to pick that football up and just run it in. I mean, just like that, Fouke responds with 14 in about a span of about 30 seconds. You don't want to get in a shootout with a home team, I can promise you.
No, especially with one with a quarterback who can sit in the pocket and sling that thing.
He's going to put that up and in. We're knotted up here at 14. We're going to step out for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
People and technology creating a safer, cleaner environment. Located at 309 American Oil Road in El Dorado, Clean Harbors solves tough problems through innovation and proven methodology. Everywhere industry meets environment, Clean Harbors is on site, providing premier environmental and industrial services. To find out more about Clean Harbors, go to www.cleanharbors.com. Clean Harbors is the presenter of Game Night on the Dragon Sports Network.
Fouke is ready to tee this thing off again. Man, I mean, that's the swing of events that Fouke needed right there to get back in this one. I mean, they had the great wheel route play.
Brendan, you think an onside kick right here?
I would. They're going to kick it to Dominique Grimes. He's going to field it
at
about the 15.
Dominique's got the sideline. First cut, second one.
He's still going
third
there.
Tackle.
He's going to finally get tackled at about the in Fouke territory, call it the 49-yard line. My goodness. Dominique Grimes.
You know, Brendan, we were talking about it on the way over here.
I thought he was tackled at the 35, Derek. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The ability, after you make that first cut, to still see the field. Make the second cut. Make the cut that's needed. Or follow your blockers. Or find your blockers, for goodness sake.
He's got it.
And number 3's got it. He's got great vision.
You know, you got number 3 out here. He's gonna draw the attention, no doubt about it. He's got a brother, number 5, out there, Derek. And if they sit there and worry about him. Is Dom at the Dom's at quarterback. Going to get the illegal procedure by Junction City.
Illegal procedure against the Dragons.
It's going to back him up 5. Fouke's got the momentum right now, let's be honest.
And you hate to see something like that take away the momentum that Dom just created with a great return.
Other than one or two plays, Junction City has had a dominant game. And you look at the scoreboard, and it's 14-14, a wheel route touchdown and a fumbled kickoff recovery touchdown.
Which that's
how football goes.
Yeah.
Dom is in the backfield once again. In the wildcat position, he's going to bring Jordy in motion. Dom's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself. Dom, you're going to get a hold on that side.
Yep, they're going to get a hold. It's going to take away about the gain of 10.
You know, Derek, I'm not going to go too much in detail, but I've seen a couple earlier, I mean, pretty obvious holds. One on Demarion Henry did not get called. You just want to see it. If they're going to let it go both ways. We'll leave it at that. It's going to erase the big pickup by Dom there.
10-yard gain there.
The hold came early. I don't know who they got. They got it on that right side. Junction City, after the big return all the way in Fouke territory, are back in their own territory at about the 35. Going in the wrong direction here.
That's going to make it 1st and 25 for the Dragons.
So 11-yard holding penalty there, apparently.
You got trips on this side. You only got 2 guys. Got they bring another guy over here. Taylor Owens in the gun. He's going to look out. He's trying to go deep. He's trying to hit Woody down that sideline. Woody's got the catch right at the first down marker, about 3 yards past it. I don't see any flags.
Good vision on being able to see that ball was thrown
Woody
short
stops.
and turning around. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. Good point there, Derek.
Absolutely.
That's all the way down to.
And Brandon, you
I
talked
thought
about.
They shorted him a couple. I thought he was down to about the 35. Got him at the 37. Regardless, a first down play. Good throw from Owens to Woody
good pitch
Grimes.
and catch.
That wind's kind of not in our favor right now. Wind's zipping Owens in the gun. You got Jordy behind him. Haven't got that push up front to get much at it. Jordy's going to get through the initial line. Mows over a guy. That's a good pickup on first down there, Derek. About 5.
And that's what you want. You don't want to be
Positive
second and
first
9,
down.
second and
Yes.
8. You don't want to, because you limit your playbook. You cut it in half when you do that right there. You're 2nd and 5 and it's wide open because 3rd and 5 is 3rd and manageable.
Yes.
You don't want 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
You got big bodies up front, man. There's no reason not to get a push and
Yes,
be able to pick
absolutely.
up 4 or 5 yards every play. You got Dom on this side. They're going to try to cheat to this side with that safety, and I don't blame them.
Hayden Hudson in the backfield this play, Brennan.
We've been waiting to see the hammer. The hammer's going to get the carry. Carries a couple, man. There's no blocking. He gets down close to the first down marker, but he's hit right at the line.
But a 3-yard pickup on that play
is
impressive.
Yes, absolutely. But, man, there's just you got to – at some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and pick up your teammates.
We got to get the push.
That's the best way I can put it. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short. 5:53 left before halftime.
Hudson's still in the backfield. You got 2 right.
They're going to.
You got Dom out wide left by himself. Hudson's going to get the carry.
Runs over a couple guys.
Yeah, he got the first.
He's earning every yard he gets. Be honest with you, I mean he's hit at the line. First down play for Hudson there. Down to call it the 20. Steady backing up. I'm not sure. Go to the 24-yard line. You got Dom far side. I'd keep feeding Hudson right here.
Yeah.
Until they stop it. They're going to start blitzing the gaps, and that's going to open up the passing game. Owens has slung the ball very well. Same thing, hands off to Hudson, trying to go around that edge. He's got 3 or 4 Panthers in the backfield before he gets the ball. It's going to bring a loss of about.
You got a 4-yard gain or a 5-yard gain back to back.
He's still going back. Call it 4.
I don't know if it would have hurt to see a little play action hit one of your quick receivers on a slant right there.
That's a good point there, Derek. Kind of lull them to sleep with that run. Kind of like they did with their wheel route.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give them something like that. You got B. Lee coming to this side of the field. Alongside him is Woody Grimes. You got Dom far side, Hudson in the backfield with Owens. We're going to get a legal procedure on Junction City. That is the 3rd, I believe, already, Derek?
3rd or 4th.
Stuff you got to clean up. Back to about the 32. 2nd and 18 last time, I believe we went to Woody.
You got Dom on the far side by himself. You got Penister Lee and Woody over here.
I'd hit Woody on that far left sideline. You got to remember that wind. If you throw it up high, is going to catch this ball. He's going to go right at Penister. Penister's not ready for it. Had a mix-up there. I believe that ball.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, I think everybody thought Penister was getting that football, and he had one guy to make miss if he could have turned around and caught it. It's 3rd and 18. Everybody in the – we're going to have a timeout. We're going to take 30 seconds with them.
But let's do it after the timeout.
Kind of a 3rd and 18 situation here for Junction City. Drive looked promising. A couple of penalties and just kind of no blocking up front. I mean, he's kind of doomed this possession. This is still a big play. Last time we went to Woody, and I would like to think you got single coverage on him, man. If you could put that ball right there at about the 10 or 5-yard line on this far side, let Woody run underneath it. We're going to throw a short pass to Dom. Dom's got it. Dom's got a guy to make miss. Ball's out.
Ball's out. That's Fouke football.
Ball was fumbled. Let's see what the officials
Fouke got that.
Fouke football.
Panther football.
He had the first down by 2 yards, and the ball came out.
Trying to do more than what was there and pick it up. Ball come flying out. Now you got to ask your defense. You're deep into that side of the field. Get the ball back.
This is where you need that pressure up front.
After the turnover, the Panthers would have the ball first.
And I don't know if Dom was trying to do too much.
He got hit by a guy that was behind him when he was dragging the other one, and he wasn't expecting the hit.
One of the foul players may have got their hand in there and just made a great play on the football.
But you got a homecoming crowd here for Fouke. They are wrapped all the way around. Bleachers are full, both sides of the bleachers on the fence. I mean, you don't want to give a home crowd something to cheer about. And you had them by the ropes right there, let's be honest.
It was a good drive. It was a good drive, but I mean, like I said, they're doing just enough. The stat sheet ain't going to show that this is a 14-14 game, but the only stat that matters in the end is a W or a L.
Conference game, Fouke's fired up. High snap, they get it. I believe that's Baker.
Oh, that's Baker.
The sophomore gets him for a loss of about one.
Brennan Lee was right there. I was about to call his name again.
That's who I thought it was at first. A loss of one, big play by Baker there.
You know, Baker coming in last year as a freshman impressed us. Just his ability to get off the edge.
Yeah, the record for freshman tackles.
And he's not a big kid, but he just plays with tenacity. Ball
set at breast. I mean, 4 is what Ball calls him, and I mean he fits the bill. Like you said, not a huge kid, but I mean he plays on that line and he plays like a big kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
3:35 left in the half. Junction City wants to keep Fouke on this side of the field after the turnover. I want to see a big play here by Banks coming off that right edge.
You got Henry
right beside him. Banks knocks that football loose. I think he got back on it.
No,
we got it.
I think Henry got that football.
Banks knocked that ball loose.
Yeah, Banks knocks it loose. Banks 18.
Junction City ball.
Junction City ball.
Junction City football.
On the 10.
Hodges with the recovery. Jordan Banks, I can't say it enough. Jordan Banks seems to make big plays every game. He's been in the face of quarterbacks all year. Hasn't quite made that sack. That was a huge play by the junior there. Another junior on the recovery with Tony Hodges.
So we flipped the field there. First and goal from the 10.
That's a huge play.
Absolutely.
That's going to have, I believe that's Dom at the quarterback position.
Dom is by himself in the backfield.
Going to bring Jordy in motion. Dom's going to set it. He doesn't have much blocking there. He makes a couple guys miss. I don't know how he gets through the line.
5 or 6.
He just kind of bounces around. Next thing you know, he's picked up 4 or 5.
7. So he gets 3 there.
7-yard line. It's going to be second goal for the Dragons.
This right here, you want to punch this football in. Got Talon back at the quarterback position.
No, that's Dom.
That is Dom, excuse me. He's going to go opposite side, try to sneak up that middle, and Dom Grimes, I believe he's in.
Yeah, that's touchdown.
Touchdown, Junction City.
Dragons.
That's Dominique Grimes' 3rd touchdown of the night. 1 receiving, 2 rushing. Have yourself a night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he had about a 30-yard kick, 20-something yard kickoff return too.
Yeah, he's inching in on 200 yards all-purpose.
He's pushing 250 all-purpose yards tonight. Mr. Automatic on here to tack the PAT on. See if he can get some blocking. Had a couple guys in his face on that last one. Good snap.
Good kick.
I mean, that's money.
Yeah.
Mr. Automatic. We're going to take 30 seconds with him when we return. It's 2:42 left in the half. 21-14 Junction City.
Huh.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network.
Dominic Grimes has touched his football 7 times, and he's got 230 yards, 3 touch. My goodness. Have yourself a night, number 3.
Have a day, son. Have a day.
Jacob
Jacob said we want 400, and I'm with
he said 400 in the half. I heard him.
Hey, there's plenty of time left.
Absolutely.
There's plenty of time left.
Mr. Automatic set to tee this thing up. Into the wind. That's going to be at about the 23, 22-yard line.
23-yard line, number 2 fields it. Who was that? That was Williams.
That was
Williams
Jordavion.
stops him at about the 48.
They've had that 20-yard return every play.
Yeah.
I mean, he caught it about 22, 23-yard line. About a 21. I mean,
Fouke,
right on par.
Fouke has blocked well
Yes.
tonight, and that just goes to show that the pressure we've been able to get off the edge and the pressure we've been able to get up front is night and day from what we've seen all year.
Yes, absolutely. And you want to see, you don't want to see the defense let off the gas because Fouke's going to throw what they got at him right here. 2:36 left in the half. Junction City receives the second half kick.
And you've seen if Fouke can keep the ball, if Fouke keeps the ball in between the numbers, Junction's been able to contain them. But if they get the ball outside the hash marks, they've been dangerous. They've been getting 12, 15, 20 yards.
I want to see another Banks with the monster play right at the last possession. I want to see Banks get another one right here. You'd love to see a quarterback sack, him or Baker. I think we're fixing to bring some pressure on that right side as well. Banks in the backfield again. That's Baker. Woo! All the way at about the 35.
About the 34. He got him at the 34.
34.
And Brendan, he looked over here to this side, and his trips right were locked down.
Yeah, credit the Junction City secondary for that. That's B. Lee, Larry. Who was
Penister, I believe, was that third man over here.
Penister?
Because you had Owens and or Dom and Woody on that other side shadowing. Deuce coming out.
Going to bring up another pass rusher with Singleton. Remarcus, I believe, is his name. Remarcus Singleton, 31.
Brendan, you got 2nd and 18, 2nd and 19.
They're going to take a timeout. Let the clock run down. I didn't realize what they were doing there. That's going to take. We're going to take 30 seconds with them. It's a minute 44 left till halftime. We'll be back in 30.
Oh.
I wouldn't. We out, D. After the big sack by Baker there, that's going to bring up 2nd and long. 2nd and 18 from the 34-yard line. See if we can dial up that pressure. I thought we got a false start there.
We did. You seen Coach
That
Ball
shift on that shift on the line got them. They jumped.
Yeah, Baker seen it and was pointing it out, jumping up and down.
Ball had a pretty nice vertical over there on that.
I like seeing the energy.
You love to see it. You see stuff go right for your team. You're playing pretty well. Match the energy.
Speaking of energy, Brendan.
Hold it to the second.
Son,
I already know what you're going to say.
I can't.
See if we can get a big play here at 2nd and long. Oh, right up the middle. That was Singleton. Got a skip pass. That's on the ground. That's definitely not a catch, surely.
Robinson's pass intended number 23, Spraberry, falls incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd and 23.
Okay, I was thinking he was fixing to say catch on that ball skid 5 yards in front of him. We'll get the stop right here, Derek. I'll turn you loose on the big announcement.
Oh, boy, I'm excited.
See if Junction City doesn't commit a silly penalty right here. It's a minute 40 left till half. Interesting to see. I was curious to see if Junction City was going to take a timeout there, but going to let them play it.
Incomplete pass, I felt like should have stopped the clock.
Getting a little pressure hit immediately as he throws. He's got a guy. He kind of got around B. Lee there.
He called Brendan
get
for
a hold
holding
over
right
here.
here at about the 35.
Intended for Dixon falls incomplete.
Yep, it's going to be holding on B. Lee. When he made that second cut for that wheel route, he
Kinda grabbed him.
Yeah.
I'd rather them grab them every time than give up the bomb.
On the defense is the call.
Yeah. Third and still about 15, 16. I'm not sure.
After the 10-yard mark off and push the ball up the 37, 38-yard line. Panthers have.
Yeah, still
Should be
third
about
and long,
third and
still
15.
very manageable for Junction City. Got pressure on the quarterback there. It was a little late, hit him right at the end. Just a great throw and a great move by their receivers. Once again, Banks is right in his face. Banks, Jordan Banks got to him first, did not get credit for the sack. That's big Javion.
Davis cleaned it up.
See if Junction City calls the timeout there, they will.
Yep.
Let's stay here for this one, Denton. Derek, go ahead and tell the crowd what you were wanting to tell them just a second ago.
Oh, son, you talk about energy. Down here,
The D part of Fouke.
down here to the right of the stands, the home field stands, 3 Arrows Candy Company is selling freeze-dried candy, and let me tell you, it is heavenly. The rainbows just added to it when I was eating these freeze-dried Skittles.
It fits the bill. We all tried them up here, and let me tell you, it phenomenal.
$6 a container is well worth it.
Absolutely. Got a minute 13 left in the half.
You got a punt coming from Fouke, Brendan. What do you?
I want it in Dom Grimes' hands.
Well, I do too.
Field it cleanly. Let's just
Yes,
field the ball
absolutely.
cleanly.
If
Don't
it
give
ain't
any-
there, let it go. The
Yeah.
offense has been able to move the field. We just don't want any mistakes to give them any little spark because we've seen they can capitalize on it.
Oh, excuse me. We got Woody Grimes in the back deep. I guess Dom needs a little rest after those 230 all-purpose yards in the first half.
He's just
and
getting
3
warmed up.
tackles. 3 tackles, I believe. 2.
After the timeout, Robinson's back in punt formation. A minute 13 left.
See, Woody's just as dangerous back there, man. If he gives him something to handle, Woody can take it. He might get to return this one. Woody catches that, hit immediately. Good tackle.
That's a good tackle. Very good tackle by number 30 from Fouke. He's going to field it at about the 41. And so
Good job by Woody holding on to that. That was a good coverage.
you got 59 yards to go, minute 5 left. You got 2 timeouts left, Brendan. What do you think you're going to see here from Junction?
He got that wind blowing, really not in the ideal direction. But
So you're saying you don't want to see something 30, 40 yards downfield?
throw something short, 5, 6 yards.
I'm saying get it in number 3's hands and let him loose.
Did we get us for a hold?
Discussing the options here.
I didn't see a flag.
We didn't have time to hold, did we?
It wasn't a return. It's on the far side.
Well, I can see why Deuce
About
does
the
not play
41.
receiver there after that right there. The ball was thrown in. Deuce, my goodness. Almost hit him in the face mask. Deuce, when you're watching this film tomorrow, son,
Hey,
stick to the line.
them hands are for bodies, okay?
Stick to the
Them
line.
hands are for bodies.
My goodness. We're still trying to figure out what's going on the. There's a like you said. There's a flag at the 40 on the far side. It had to happen immediately.
Holding against the Dragons, which is declined by the Panthers. They're going to take the kick. So Dragons
Okay.
going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line with a minute 5 left to play before halftime.
Minute 05 left till half. Junction City receives the second half. You don't want to try to do too much. Put it in your playmakers' hands. Let them make a play right here. You got Woody, Dom, Penister, Lee, Williams. You got playmakers all over the field. Put it in one of their hands. Let them make a guy miss. Run down the field. Don't try to do too much.
You got 30 shading in the middle of the field, but other than that, you got 3 over there by itself.
He's going to drop back. He's going to throw to Woody. Woody's going to catch it at midfield. Woody tackled pretty on this side of the field in foul territory.
About the 47.
47. Good first start.
Get on the ball.
First down play.
Get on the ball.
That's a good tackle by Fouke right there,
Absolutely.
man. Good throw and catch.
Fouke's a good fundamental team. I mean, they're a good tackling team. We need to get the ball off here.
Owens has got it. Owens is scanning the field. Owens, he's going to try to elude pressure. He's throwing it downfield. That's a throw
yep,
you can't
that's
make.
picked.
Oh, drop.
Boy.
What a gift.
Christmas came early in Miller County. Number 30 just gifted us one there, son.
Woo, he had a lot of green in front of him right there. That's a play, like we said, you don't want to try.
No. And that's the thing. That's which I almost have mixed emotions saying this, because you've seen Hankton hang on to a couple right there where you said, man, Trey, there's 10 yards. There's green grass in front of you. And that was the same way. The ball just came out a little funky. He was running the opposite way. Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing it across his body. Put it in your skill guy's hands here. There's 42 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts, I believe.
Yeah.
There it is. He's going to throw it out to Woody. Woody's going to try to follow his blocks. There's a flag on the other side of the field. I don't know. That come out. Illegal procedure again. That's late again. That's twice we've had the late.
It's going to back us up, Brendan.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
I'm kind of feeling the way everybody else is feeling up here. If you're going to throw that flag, why let the play go?
Well, we've had 3 that's been let go so far. And we've had 3 for sure that I can remember that
we're fine with the. I didn't see it on that one. I'm not saying it wasn't there, but
they
why
threw
let the play
flag
develop?
and blew the whistle 30 seconds later.
And then the flag comes out after the play.
Yeah.
Second and long for Junction City. It's 30 clock's running.
Fouke's going to call a timeout.
We're going to take 30 with them. It's 29 seconds left till half. My goodness, Derek, it's about 15-mile-an-hour wind up here.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's getting chilly up here. Second and 15 for Junction City, just on their side of the field at about the 48.
Junction City comes up with a second and 15.
Fouke trying to realign, get their safeties how they want them. You got Dom on this side. You got Woody on the far side. Pinister and Lee beside them. Junction City's throwing into the wind. That's another factor I don't like.
What's the holdup?
Clock was running the whole time.
We'll take 10 more seconds.
I mean, we needed them. I mean, it ran a while ago. Owens is in the gun. He's going to scan the field, looking for the guy. Good job moving his feet there. He's going to throw it long. That's Pinister. Pinister's got it.
That's house call.
What a throw.
Absolutely.
Good hands by Pinister there.
Owens stood on the 47, looked at the sideline and say, Montre, get you a rest. I got it, dog.
Great job by Owens there, kind of eluding the pressure up the middle, stepping up in the pocket, giving Pinister time. And, I mean, they covered it pretty well. That was a great thrown ball. Great hands by Pinister.
He threw his receiver open.
Yes.
He didn't throw to an open receiver because he was locked down out here. He threw his receiver open, and that's a big-time play by 9 coming in with about 10 snaps on the year at quarterback and making a big play.
Mr. Automatic's in. See if they can seal that edge. And that is up, and that is in.
That's
It's
4
28
for 4
to
for
14.
Henry tonight.
We're going to stay here for a second. How long of a pass? Was that a 52-yard pass?
53, I believe. Wasn't it on the 47?
52. That's a 52-yard. That's a big play in this ball
Absolutely.
game. I mean, Junction City gets the ball back at the half.
Absolutely. Big-time catch by Pinister. He made a great play on the ball. Owens threw a good ball, and it was just all around. It's what you want to see.
Taylor Owens stepping in for Hankton tonight. He is 6 for 8 200 yards with 2 touchdowns. My goodness, have yourself a night.
You know, Brendan, we talked about it a lot when Talon came in as a freshman playing basketball.
Yes.
How meaningful the snaps were. And then when he moved up as a freshman on the football field, how meaningful the snaps were
Snaps
that
in
you get.
Derek.
Well, I mean, the playing time that you
Yeah,
get
you're right.
in real time because, you know, the speed is different.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Owens has been on the field. He's been on the court since he was a freshman, made big plays as a sophomore. And now you're seeing him as a junior stepping up when his team needs him. Not just at receiver or DB or special teams. He's having to come in and take the snaps, and he's playing big.
Talk a second about Pinister. Pinister's a big kid, a big running back, linebacker, and showing the hands this year, man.
And he hasn't been thrown to a lot this year.
No, and he has made, I believe, just about every catch he's had. Meanwhile, another pretty good return. That was a good lick laid by Banks.
And Singleton wrapped him up there at about the 46, and Banks came in and cleaned his clock.
Another about 20-yard return, though. I mean,
well, Flowers got down there, and about 2 yards shy of the tackle, he got blocked. But that first 1 or 2 men that get there ain't got a chance, and it's 10 or 15 yards before they see white jerseys again. Give you some updates on scoring here from the Glen Mechanical scoreboard. Who was that, Wayne? Give it to me again. Little Rock Christian. 34, Pulaski Academy 6, and then El Dorado is up 35-7 with 7 left in the second quarter.
Who are they
playing? Or El Dorado is down 35-7. El Dorado is down. Let me correct that.
Fouke has the football at about the 46. He's in the gun. Right up the middle again was Banks. He's got a guy there. Oh! That was Dom coming in, fixing to lay the hammer. Knocked that ball loose at the last second. Boy, I thought he was fixing to clean a clock there. Good read by Dom. Pass break up.
Would have loved to see Josh Armstrong. Brendan, I would have loved to see Josh Armstrong on that coverage right there.
Would be getting a kid off the field if that was Josh Armstrong. Yes. Josh Armstrong, Keandre Evans that year, man, they were extremely fun to watch. That was the year of Jacques Stant. Man, that team, whew. Press gets up on Gurdon, 44-0. That was kind of expected. Gurdon is kind of down again. Pinister gets the tackle. He picks up about 6 on that play. Good job by Pinister finishing him right there. That was a good play by Fouke.
23 hit the hole fast.
That's going to wind down the half unless they take a timeout. They're going to take it with. They're going to take it.
Yeah.
Right, put your guys back. Don't let them in the end zone right here. It's 3 seconds to go. We're going to stay with you. I can't say I didn't call that one. Evan Ashcraft has Magnet Cove driving, absolutely driving Danville 35-0. That game right there surprising with Murfreesboro at 8, knotted up with Poen at 8.
We told him, Wayne. We told them, Wayne.
The Rattlers, I'm pretty sure they got drugged 40-0 last week, man. I wasn't expecting much out of them.
Hey, they're white.
Well, who's Fordyce play tonight? Don't they play someone good again? I can't remember who they play this week. Fordyce has had a gauntlet of a schedule. It is, like we said, it's 28-14. Easily could be 28-7 in this ball game. Great job of Junction City just kind of keeping their heads up. Could have easily put it down when it was the kickoff return, fumble return touchdown. That was a big kind of a turning point in this ball game, and Junction City it's been all Junction City from there.
Well, the few plays that Falcon made have been big
the wheel
plays.
Route. That wheel route was
plays. And I mean, you get 1 or 2 more big plays, and this is a tough ball game to win in a hostile crowd.
This right here, you can't give up a huge play. I mean, there's no reason to. Back up, let them have it.
Yeah.
Just
give them a 10,
keep
15-yard cushion here.
They got 3 seconds. He's going to fake to that side. He's just going to throw it deep. As Dom picks that off, I thought it was a PI. They didn't get it. Dom makes 1 guy miss. He makes 2 guys miss it. If he cuts it back to this side of the field, he's not going to get to. I thought he pushed him off, but he did not get the flag. Dominique Grime gets his first interception on the year. Welcome to the defense, Dominique. Welcome to a first half of football, Dominique Grimes.
Good Lord.
We're going to take about a minute. You're going to hear the voice of Jacob Pumphrey and Wayne, I believe, on the halftime report.
Huh?
It is halftime at Fouke High School Field. Junction City on top 28-14. And the Dragons look good at times. Times didn't look so good. We'll get into that in a minute, but right now it is time for Name That Year. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some clues. What year is it I'm talking about? If you know the answer, go to our Facebook page, put it on there, or get word to us somehow, the best way I could put it. But we're going to do Name That Year. And it's going to start off with this. What year is this? The impeachment of U.S. President Bill Clinton over the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal, the launch of the search engine Google, and the iMac computer, the success of the movie Titanic, which became the first film to gross $1 billion. The Winter Olympics was in Nagano, Japan, and the FIFA World Cup was in France. Elvis Presley was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Thank you very much. And Tammy Wynette, she always stood by her man. She was also inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. There were two notable cowboy deaths, Roy Rogers, the actor, singer, and king of the Cowboys, and Gene Autry, who was also an actor and known as the Singing Cowboy. The Bulls, the Chicago Bulls, won the NBA title. The New York Yankees won the World Series. They beat the San Diego Padres in 4. This one's for John. Denver defeats Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And for the first time in 12 years and only the second time in school history, Junction City would go to the state playoffs. They also won 10 games for the first time in 12 years and the third time in school history. Can you name that year? One more time, it was the launch of the search engine Google and the iMac computer. It was the impeachment of U.S. President Bill Clinton over the scandal, the success of the movie Titanic, and I know everybody remembers that movie, first film to gross $1 billion. Elvis Presley, Tammy Wynette went into the Country Music Hall of Fame. The Bulls won the NBA title. The Yankees won the World Series. And like I said a while ago, this one's for John. That was a classic Super Bowl, by the way, Denver defeating Green Bay. And also, Junction City, for only the second time in school history, advanced to the state playoffs. They also won 10 games for the first time in 12 years and the third time in school history that happened. We're going to step away for 1 minute, see if you can come up with an answer. When I come back, you will hear the one and only, and thank God for that, Mr. Jacob Humphrey. We're going to discuss this first half between Fouke and Junction City. Back in 60 on the DSN. We are back. Fouke High School Band on the field performing. Of course, as I mentioned on game night, it is homecoming in Fouke and a very boisterous crowd. For a while, they were kind of quiet, Jacob. Junction City started off good. Let's hear your assessments on the first half.
Yeah, no, Dragons offensively, they've had some, I want to say they've had some good drives, especially that last drive. That was a really good job there. Very impressed by Taylon Owens. His ability, felt that pressure up the middle immediately, stepped up in the pocket, and Derek said it live on the broadcast. I mean, he threw Penister open, and it made a good catch on the run as well. So really just an all-around top-notch play there by Junction City offensively to get back to a 2-score advantage. Yeah, and, on the flip side of that, they have kind of bogged down a little bit, I guess pun intended there. but overall, I think the assessment of it, you got to be happy with where you're at. 2-score lead at the break, feeling confident. And really, Junction City, if they can, kind of maybe lighten up a little bit on maybe some of the false start penalties, things like that, they really can have their way. I think offensively, they've got more than enough weapons out there, and they've got guys that feel comfortable with the football in their hands. And that's kind of another thing. They need to be able to hold on to the football. Too many loose balls on the ground. Very well could probably be a 35-7 game right now. But still, overall, probably pretty good for Junction City in the first half.
Well, one thing, I'll go ahead and say this now and get it over with. You got to clean stuff up. Let's go back to what the old legendary coach would say, David Carpenter. You got to correct your mistakes. You got to try to fix your weaknesses. If you don't, they will find you when you get to the playoffs. And you make the playoffs, and you keep doing what you're doing, it's going to be an early exit, no doubt about that. The false start penalties, we don't chart that, but I would safely say we're probably already in top 10 all-time in school history for false starts in the season. They got to fix that, and definitely got to hold on the ball. But go back to the Owens to Pinister play, Jacob. What I liked about it more than anything, and you said it and Derek said it during the broadcast, he throws Pinister open. But Owens kept the presence of mind, hey, let me just step up in the pocket here a little bit. And he kind of moved up, and he let the ball go. And most guys that's getting their first start of the season, especially a conference opener with pressure on you, you want to start out strong in conference. To have the presence of mind, hey, I'm just going to keep my cool here. I'm going to step up here, and I'm going to deliver this pass. It's a big play because now you're up 2 scores, and you're getting the ball to start the second half. And that's what I really like. But I tell you what, that dog number at Junction City, that number 3 is special. And to wear it, you got to be a special player. Let's talk about the first half number 3 has had.
Yeah, I think he's up over maybe now over 240 all-purpose. He's touched it in just about every way that you can touch it. With the exception of throwing a pass, which obviously that doesn't go towards all-purpose. But, he's caught a couple of passes, caught a big one there, I think it was 86-yard touchdown catch, had a 75-yard touchdown run, just picked off a pass there before the half, got 2 more yards there on a small return. So really in the early going of this season, you can tell that it's going to be electric when 3 has the ball in his hands. Fun ball player to watch. You'd like to see him be able to hang on to it a little bit more. I know that'll come with as the year goes on. I know the coaches are in his ear about that too. But overall, when he's on the field, opponents have to know where he's at. But the only bad thing about that is there's a couple other ones on that offensive side of the football. You got to know where they're at as well. So you want to see Junction City start to meld together offensively. I think that's what we've seen here tonight. And really, it goes back to hats off to Taylon Owens. He's 6 of 8 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns here in the first half, first start of the year. What more can you ask from the young man?
Absolutely. What more can you ask? The 86-yard touchdown reception from Owens to Grimes is tied for the 3rd longest in school history. The longest is Roger Morris to Jim Peace, Jacob, Cotton Valley.
60.
Take a guess.
7?
Oh, man, 68. You were off by 1. The 2nd longest, you and I witnessed, Brady Hutchinson to Cavante Haynes, Mountain Berg, 2018.
That's right.
And then Brady to Harlandis Frazier against Gurdon in 2019 was 86 yards. We're going to step away for 1 minute, but before we do, I was told we got one guess. The year was 1999. It was for Prince, but it's not the answer I'm looking for. So keep guessing, folks. We're going to step away for a minute, and we'll be back. We are back at Fouke. About, let's see, the wind is fogging up on us here, but I think we're going to make it. About a little 9 minutes, 15 seconds till the start of the second half. Jacob, big ball game tomorrow, Magnolia. Talk about that.
Yeah, week 4, 86 meeting all time, Mule Riders and Arkansas Tech, family day, so expecting a pretty big crowd on hand. Be the final 6 p.m. kickoff of the regular season. From there, they'll move to an early afternoon kick. So, yeah, if you're in the area, want to see some top-notch college football, come on over to Magnolia. Very affordable tickets to get in. You know, going to be a great product. What Coach Smiley's been able to do in the short time that he's been in Magnolia over the last couple of years has been impressive, and you can see it. And it's not just by people saying it's impressive. You can show up Wilkins Stadium at Rip Powell Field and see impressive on the field, if that makes sense. So, a lot of reason to be excited in Mule Rider country. So, hoping they can get back into the win column. Kind of took it on the chin in Arkadelphia last week, but that's behind them, and they're hoping to pick up a win against the Wonder Boys.
And, of course, it'll be a big win indeed. Every game is a GAC conference game with as many teams in the conference, so you open up battling right off the get-go, as they would say.
Sure.
Jacob, what do you want to see out of the Dragons in the second half here?
As you know, we just got through talking about some of the guys on offense that have been, pretty electric, have made some really good plays. I want to flip to the other side of the football. I think Junction City's done a really good job. Defensively. I mean, you take away the 7 on the fumbled kickoff return, and there's actually been some discussion up here that the rule book may actually say that any type of muffed kick or fumbled kick on a kickoff is considered a dead ball. I know when I was playing, I thought it was a muffed kick, couldn't be returned, but one in which a guy gave a football move and then coughed it up could be returned. But regardless, this is where we're at, 14-point game. But want to look at the defensive side of the football. They've really been flying around. I mean, I think they've allowed 21 yards rushing, 17 yards rushing, something like that. The unique thing about that is they allowed about 28 yards rushing on the first drive. And so since then, they've buckled down. They've gotten some really solid play out of their rush ends. Those 9 techs have been able to seal things off. They've been able to play up the field while also keeping the quarterback contained. My thing is I'm going to be looking at that defense because I want to see them continue to get pressure, continue to keep Fouke off balance, keep them uncomfortable, really. Keep them uncomfortable, and, hopefully some of those Junction City defensive backs will be able to find the football a little bit more and create some turnovers. And then, of course, that gets you back to offense, and you hope some good things happen on that side of the football.
Absolutely. I am going to look at offense. You brought up some excellent points about the defense, and I agree wholeheartedly. You're seeing – well, go back to defense real quick. Coach Ball talked about we will tackle. I mean, he was aggravated with a couple games where you saw that, let me reach out and just touch someone, and that's it. You see an improvement there. The guys mentioned it during the broadcast. The tackling is much, much better. On the offensive side, I love when we went to the Wildcat or the I think you used to call it the Mad Dragon, and they let Grimes do his thing. I'd like to see that in the second half. Just, all at once, but let's just put them back there because now you change the whole texture of the game. I mean, wait a minute, what's going on here? And you throw the defense off. By the time they rebound, you can jump back into, your base offense, as they call it. But think about a coach having to play the Dragons later on, and you're looking at the Fouke game film, and you go, wait a minute, they got number 3 back here. Hey, 8's not doing a bad job either. But now they got 10 back. Well, they could turn around and do a number of things. And let's don't forget, you can take 10, talking about Hankton, put him out as a receiver. Can you imagine him and the Grimes out there, in a slot set or something, Jacob? I mean.
Yeah, no, your options open up.
Your options open up big time.
Really well. I mean, it's all about putting that on film, and the more things opponents have to prepare for, it works to your advantage because that's less that they can prepare for 1 or 2 specific things. The more that they have to be aware of, there's only so much time in a day, only so much time at practice. And so the thing is, you want to execute. You want to execute in those sets. You want to show that, hey, they're not just going to get in it and you let it be a smoke screen. They're going to get in it because they can churn out some yards and they can put the ball, hit it for pay dirt. So execution is going to be key with that. But I agree with you. You've shown tonight that just by the first half performance offensively, they've got some options. They've had some options, but I think that list of options has certainly grown a little bit.
Well, it's a whole new season, as you know. Tonight's the conference opener. So you take those first 4 games, hey, we did good, we did bad, we could improve, we did good here. Take all that and set it aside. It's 0-0 is your record. 0-0 is your record. 5 of these next 6, you got to have them, and this is a great way to start. And here's the key thing I think you got to build on that. Before we step away, let's do it one more time. Name that year. It was the impeachment of U.S. President Bill Clinton over the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal. It was the launch of search engine Google and the iMac computer. Titanic became the first film to gross $1 billion. Elvis Presley, Tammy Wynette were inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. The Winter Olympics were in Nagano, Japan. The World Cup was in France. 2 notable deaths, Roy Rogers and Gene Autry. Roy, of course, was the king of the Cowboys, and Gene, hey, he was the singing cowboy. Chicago Bulls won the NBA title. The New York Yankees won the World Series, beating the San Diego Padres in 4. This one's for John. Denver defeats Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And for only the second time in school history, Junction City advanced to the state playoffs. They also won 10 games for the first time in 12 years and the 3rd time in school history. Name that year. We have a winner. And that winner said it is 1998. You are correct, Sam Boland. 1998 was the year we were looking for. We had a couple close ones saying 99. That other that I just mentioned happened. And that has been named that year. We're going to step away for a minute. When we come back, get ready for the second half of Fouke and Junction City here on the DSN.
Getting ready to begin the second half here. Junction City will receive it. Derek, did you get some news down there?
Yeah,
from down low?
Brendan, on our Dragon Trivia, Russ Walker got it right. The year was 1998. And Sam Bolin got it right.
Also on that one, I had a couple more people text me after the fact that Sam and Russ had already got it down. Deep, guys, that's Dom Grimes, Jordy Williams, and I believe the other Grimes brother.
Yep.
Number 20, Gavin Daniels, got it teed up and ready to go.
Don't give up right here, Fouke. May try to onside this to start this. They will not. They're going to kick it right at B. Lee. B. Lee's going to field it at about the 34, makes a guy miss. He's going to try to flip this field. He's got a block. He gets a couple. They're going to call a hold, bring it back. B. Lee's in open field. I don't think they got one guy. They're going to try to track him down. Hold on to the football here, B. Lee. He does. But
good return nonetheless.
Two flags on the field.
Yeah.
Good return there by B. Lee. Flipped the field. But like we said, there's a flag at about the 26 and a flag at about the 40. Erases the big return by B. Lee, the sophomore out of Chapel. B. Lee's had himself a game. I believe they had him down for 5 tackles in the first half. 3 of those were for loss.
Yeah, he was fine on the ball. He was all over the field.
Had a big first few possessions.
Absolutely.
Junction City, like I said, that was a big return by Lee, but it's going to be erased. Had a couple of holds on it. All the way back to the, they got their, should be at the 25 then, huh? The football, I don't.
Looks like it's going to be at the 26.
I'm looking at the other. They got 2 balls on the field. I'm trying to figure out which one they're going with. They got one guy getting ready to re-kick. Everybody else is ready to play down here on this side.
Penalties offset.
Going to re-kick. So we had about a 5-minute discussion there just to. Had a blindside block against Junction City. If you're Fouke, they had him bottled up. B. Lee just kind of flipped the side of the field and followed a couple blockers. Yeah. We're gonna bear with it. I mean, they're getting their argument. It took 5 minutes to get it all situated, and he's still pleading his case. Fouke's not wanting to run onto the field. They're going to meet up for it.
I want to give a shout out to the Fouke golf team.
Well, when it does get figured out, Brendan, I want to point out Brendan Lee's now in the middle of the field, back deep, and I think they're going to bring Dom up to probably about the 30 here.
They're going to make him kick it deep. Well, they're going to bring the ball back.
Okay, so now we're going to play from the 25.
What is? I'm not. How do? All right, we're going to start at the
20. Okay, now both.
How do you mess that up? I mean, how do you? Junction City is now they're going back even farther.
Yep. Now they're going to bring it back to.
We're going to start inside the 10-yard line. There.
All right.
We're going to.
And the words of Jacob Pumphrey, but first down in Texaco for the Dragons.
Good grief.
Shout out to the Fouke golf team.
Yeah, I heard that on the louds in the 10-minute delay of. My goodness. They're just giving Owens more field to work with, I guess. Got Owens all by himself in the backfield. Jordavion Williams is going to join him. Alongside him is Dom Grimes. Got a back on both sides. He's going to hand toward Jordavion Williams. Jordavion Williams is hit immediately. Did not go backwards.
Get out of the end zone.
Jordavion Williams is. I mean, he's going to be stopped.
Blow the whistle.
He got hit in the backfield, spun out of it, and ran backwards. And I mean, credit Fouke, man. That. Not sure what Jordavion. I mean, he was confused with everybody else. We had 35 yards of penalties on the kickoff, but.
Either way, Know where you're at on the field.
Yeah,
Stay out of the end zone.
That's going to bring up a second. We talked about it at halftime. You can't give a home crowd the way this is homecoming. You can't give them any hope coming out of the gate. Finish them right here, and we haven't started this off promising. I believe we got a 72 jumped on the defense, I believe. It's going to get us back 5.
Give us a little breathing room there.
I believe we're up to about 10 or 11 penalties in this game, if I remember. A lot of them just self-inflicted wounds, man, false starts. So they're going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Hammer Hudson in the ball game. He's going to look. Owens has got room. If he wants to pick it up with his legs, he does. He makes a guy miss. Owens first down, gets out of bounds. Good job by Owens right there. That's the first time we've kind of seen Owens use those legs. That was a great read by Taylor Owens.
Absolutely.
Derek.
Absolutely. He had green grass on that side of the field. It was crowded on the other side of the field. He had Hudson coming out in the flat here, but I think it was the right decision to tuck it and run, pick up about 15 there.
I couldn't tell who got the big block on the right side over there that kind of opened that up for Owens, but whoever it was, credit them. That was a great block. Who's that in the backfield with? Is that Pinister?
Yeah.
It is. Pinister gets through the line. Pinister running over people.
He runs
Pinister.
hard.
My goodness. That's a 10-yard run
That
by
is
Pinister.
what you need.
Feed 3-0. Brady Pinister. My goodness, what a run.
He showed his hands earlier in the game. He said, give me that rock.
Same formation.
No, I say you feed him.
He's going to hand it to.
Yep. Junction didn't really get set there.
That's going to back him up 5. Once again, I mean, I talked about it a minute ago. We've got 10 or 11. A lot of them kind of done it to ourselves.
I think we may have had 10 or 11 in the first half.
Yeah.
There's been 4 so far in the second. Oh, okay, yeah. Brandon, we don't know what
I
we're
thought we had
about
2 or
here.
3
That's-
guys jump. My goodness, we'll take it. They're going to. I mean, I haven't been with him the whole game. You can't change the call after the call's been. Oh, my goodness. We're going to roll on with it. That's all we can do up here. It's going to bring up 1st and 15 after the second time on this drive the play's been reversed. Junction crowd getting rowdy. I understand. See what feed Pinister right here and let him pick those back up. 1st and 15 for Junction City. He's going to hand off to Pinister. Pinister hits the hole hard. Pinister running through bodies. Good tackle there after about a 7-yard gain. That's how if you're going to tackle someone like Pinister, you hit him low.
Got to hit him low.
You tried to arm tackle him there through the line. He ran right through that. You're not tackling that kid up high. It's not happening. Good run. That's about a 7-yard carry by Pinister there.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dragons.
Now you got the other
big
horse
Hudson?
in the backfield. You got Hudson in the backfield.
Hammer time.
You got Pinister leading blocking for him. And
Not much blocking there.
man.
I believe.
Man, oh, man.
That was Chandler that got blown up on the play.
Number 8, Hudson.
My goodness. It seems like every time Hammer touches the ball, he's got two Panthers on top of him before he ever gets going. That's going to bring a 3rd and call it a long 9.
Fans, let's cheer up our defense. Big stop.
Like you said, Graydon Henry checking in the ball game. They're going to cheat their safety to the side of Dom, and I don't blame them, but you got Woody on this side. He's got Woody streaking over the middle. He can't see him. There's no line there. You got to throw it away. He's going to try to throw it. He gets Dom. My goodness. There's a flag down on this side. What could we have done? Dom's still running. Dom's trying to get through. I don't know what
Pickup of about 7.
We do have a flag on the play, so let's see what this call is.
Credit Talon there for that, man.
Yeah.
Use the pocket well, and Dom just does not give up on a play, continue to move around. Got the reception. That's just a great all-around play by Dom and Talon. He had Woody streaking over the middle there right off the bat, but he had 2 or 3 guys in his face before he even had a chance to throw it. Big decision time for.
Okay, so they declined the penalty.
How did we get it?
Oh, they're taking the penalty.
I'm not sure the ineligible receiver was on that play.
I'm not either.
I thought we had our line all bunched up in the middle. We do get an ineligible receiver downfield. Bear with us here, folks. We're trying to figure it out with y'all.
That's going to bring up third and 15.
I didn't see any linemen down. They were all blown up in the middle. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. See if we can spark something else here. Owens in the gun. He's got a low snap. He handles it well. He's got Woody right in the middle of the field. Woody's going to pick up the first. Woody,
you got a lot
first
of great
down.
grass there.
Good job right there. Good throw by
Absolutely.
Owens. Great route by Woody.
Yeah.
Let's
Absolutely.
credit Coach Talley for just continuing to dial up great 3rd down plays. I mean, my goodness, what a call. Execution, I mean, the play calling tonight, this year really has been on point.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's talk.
And we've split them out wide all night, and they've had that safety shadowing, and once he's seen 3 start cutting up, he's been shadowing to his side. The middle of the field's been open.
And you don't want to give Woody space. I believe
No.
that's Larry Fart.
Yeah.
Looking for Woody come off for a play. He's going to hand off middle. That's Jordavion. Jordavion makes a cut.
Good cut.
Good run by Jordavion. Good
Absolutely.
hard run tonight by Jordavion. That's his first tonight that he's kind of hit that hole hard. And he's going to pick up about 9 on that play, I believe.
He had a hole to hit.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's
He
the
made
point
one guy
there
miss.
that he's about. I mean, Hudson's been getting touched in the backfield when he totes the ball.
There's a
When we
guy
got
down.
hole,
We're going to take 30 seconds, and we'll be back. It's 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. .54 able to come off under his own power for Fouke. He kind of went down. Kind of went down awkward, Derek. He saw him kind of come up limpy at the end of the play, and he tried to tough it out.
Yeah, and I think once he stood up, he realized I might need to set this one out. But it's good to see him get up and walk off the field.
Got that shoe off. Hope it's nothing serious. It must be just a twisted ankle. But after the big 9-yard run by Jordavion Williams, the first hard run I've seen Jordy have tonight. I mean, he hit the hole hard, had a little bit of a hole to run through, and
he's back in the backfield right now.
I'd like to see him continue to do that. He has it again. That cut right there. Ball's out.
Yeah, I know. Brennan Lee falls on it, I think, at right at about the 48.
There's a flag. I think.
Deuce is about 15 yards downfield. 25's got his helmet off.
There's a flag.
I think everybody here was watching the ball.
Brennan Lee recovered it, right?
Yeah.
Well, Deuce had him blocked 20 yards downfield. I don't know if they're going to get a continuation on the block.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Panthers.
I mean, yeah, he had it. I mean, Deuce was just blocked him. That's what you want to see Deuce do, dominate the line.
Yeah.
And I guess they took exception to it, and they didn't like it. They're getting an explanation over here. That's what I want to. That's what Deuce should do every play.
Yeah.
You're 350 pounds. You drive your man 20 yards down the field. Great job by Deuce. I want to see it every play out of you. First down for Junction City. Like I said, Jordy coughed it up, and I believe that was Woody on the recovery. Ball kind of just floated around. Finally got picked up. Owens is going to hand to Williams. Williams hit immediately, gets through one tackle. There's flags.
That's a towel.
That's a towel. I'm gun shy, fellas.
I understand.
My goodness. Refs holding it up like a trophy. Like a bass come out of Lake Columbia there. Holding it up like a 5-pounder. It's going to be a 2nd and 9.
It's under the slot limit, don't worry.
We'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Dragons.
Let's see if we can, I believe Owens, is that Dom?
Yeah, it's Dom in the backfield.
He's going to follow his block. He's got a line to get through. Dom's going to cut back upfield. Dom's got one guy to beat. You're not catching him. Do you see a flag?
Nope, no flags.
No flags. Dominique Grimes,
That's gonna
once
be
again.
house call.
He's kind of limping a little bit, Derek.
House call from about the 33, it's 33-yard run. He got caught there right at the end. Let's hope he works that out on the sideline. That's going to bring his total up to 117
I'm watching Dom go to that
rushing
side.
yards.
Come up a little giddy there at the end. Went off on his own power, just kind of, he's ran all night. Let's just hope it's just a cramp. Mr. Automatic is put it up and good. I'm not sure what happened. Oh.
Let's see what this call is.
My goodness, another flag. Let's see what the call is. Did they ever give a signal what it was? Just going to kick it again. Here we go. Mr. Automatic set. He's got it up. Mr. Automatic drills that. My goodness, what a leg. That is
5 for 5.
5 to 14. Junction City, 6:52 left in the third. We'll be back in 30.
Oh.
Mr. Automatic set to kick this thing off from the 40. Fouke has averaged about 20 yards on their return. Let's see if we can get down there and limit that a little bit. Yeah. Got a little air under that one. He's going to get it at about the 26. There it is. Dialed it up. Jordavion Williams delivered. Got a little bit more air under that one, and I couldn't tell who the first guy that got to the side that kind of made him cut back in.
That was Flowers. Flowers has been down there, but that lead blocker has just got the edge on him every time, but he's been down there every kickoff.
Jordavion cleaned that up. Let's see what this defense can do. That's Caldwell in. I believe they're going to give Dom a breather. I see him kind of walking around back there. He got his helmet on. That's a good sign. Wait, never mind. Wrong guy. Dom's over here on the sideline. He's getting stretched out. See if Baker can get to the quarterback here. So the defense is going to take the field for the first time. Kind of a misdirection. Got a good block. That
Real
was
good block.
Hudson on the tackle.
They set the
First
edge
down.
on Banks, and he had.
Yeah, it was a good block on Banks. That's what I was talking
10
about.
yards of green grass.
That's enough for another Fouke Panther.
Like I said, they got that edge block on Banks there. They got him from the side. He didn't see it, man. He sealed it, and he had 10 yards to run before anybody else got to him. I believe that was Hammer that got to him first. Cleaned that up a little bit. See if this Junction City defense can pin their ears back here. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a free shot. Baker's going to pick that up. I believe. Who was that on the hit? Was that Lee?
That was
Brennan Lee. Yes, sir. That was Baker on the pickup.
It's Junction City football.
Have yourself a game, B. Lee.
Hadn't really seen a signal yet.
He's going to bring the offense back on the field. Three's telling the coach he is good to go. Dominique Grimes back on the field for Junction City. He's pleading to say it was a throw. I thought Lee got him in time to force it as a fumble.
It's close.
It was very close. Don't get me wrong. It was not a clear cut. We don't have cameras up. We have cameras down below. We don't have cameras up here to look reviews.
Still no signal, but by the way the
Regardless, Junction, there's a flag in the back there.
passing the ball.
He's going to have a sore arm now. He's going to have to put some ice on that dude. I don't know if they're going to get the coach for being on the field for foul. We didn't have anybody that was doing anything that I saw. Now, bear with us here, folks. I think he's going to get a sideline warning. Sideline warning? I've been waiting on that call tonight. It's been there for 30 minutes. He's back on the field. The Fouke faithful are upset, but
Junction City's got the ball first and 10 from the Panthers.
you got Taylor Owens in the backfield. It's Pinister with him, I believe. Pinister gets the ball. Pinister had one hold to get. He gets it. Pinister hit from behind, not after he can pick up about 9.
Yeah,
he's pretty close to a first.
On there.
He's about the 35-yard line.
He does.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot.
I don't know what the line crew's doing. I thought it was about a 9-yard
there.
pickup. Line crew was halfway down to the end zone. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup. Good. There was a very small hole. Pinister found it with the cut.
Second one for the Dragons.
Yeah, good jump cut there by Pinister, and he picked up 9. He's going to move in tight with Owens. Owens is going to step back. He's going to have to make a guy miss, get rid of the football. Good job by Owens there.
Good job. Very good job.
I don't know who was supposed to block that kid, but they didn't get a hand on him, and Owens, I mean, immediately.
That's a big-time play for Owens just to get the ball.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. You got a 2nd and 1. You know good and well you can run it and pick it up.
Yeah.
Take a shot with Owens there. Great job by him. That's showing leadership right there, throwing that ball away.
No, Owens has been heads up all game.
Owens having himself a game.
I've been very impressed with number 9 tonight.
We got one-on-one with Dom. Safety kind of cheating this side a little bit, but that's going to leave a one-on-one with Woody. They're going to hand it up right at the middle with Pinister. Pinister going to pick up a first down. He's toting guys.
Is hitting the hole hard, and he's taking bodies with him when he gets touched.
I've seen people calling for Pinister to run the football. Ball's answering the bell here, giving it to him tonight. And you're seeing the results. I think you're going to see a heavy dose of 3-0 going forward. And
we've seen him in that Wildcat set in the goal line offense, but Williams has been the horse here for Junction all year.
And you got
but it's nice to know you got 3 or 4 guys
Yes.
that you can spread it out to.
Hammer's back healthy. Credit to Lamontre Hankton's legs. You can use him at any time.
Yeah.
There's Pinister. Pinister gets to the initial line. He's dragging guys. My goodness.
And the 2nd and 3rd effort by him has just been impressive tonight.
Another late hit there at the end. I saw it. It kind of, I believe they got Ivy on that one, kind of chipped him there at the end. Something to keep an eye on, man. You don't want something to happen in this game. It's a 35-14 game.
Yeah, be smart.
Don't commit a silly penalty.
Don't get your emotions. Don't let your emotions get involved. Let's just keep playing Dragon football.
Hand that bad boy off to Pinister. Pinister's going to hit the
hole.
hole. He's got one guy to run over easily.
You could have drove
Brady
an Escalade
Pinister
through that hole.
Big 3-0. My goodness,
Absolutely.
what a hole by the line there. What I like about Pinister doesn't goof off. He runs to the hole, runs through people.
And every single time you've seen him make contact, there was 2 hands on the football, Brendan. He ain't toting it out there like a loaf of bread. He ain't being cute about it. He's lowering his shoulder, and he's running the ball hard.
Well said. Well said. That dragon flag is flying tonight, and it's a beautiful sight. Mr. Automatic set to kick this extra point. Good snap.
Pinister's
I believe that's 6 for 6 on the
6
night
for
for
6.
Mr. Automatic. He's
Cole
kicking that
Henry's
ball with
having
some
himself a
authority
game.
tonight.
Absolutely. He said he's been practicing hard, and he said Fouke was going to be a good game for him.
Let's take 30 seconds with him, Derek, and we'll be right back. It's 42-14, Junction City, 4:54 left in the third. Mr. Automatic set to kick this thing off. That last kick, I mentioned it to Jacob a while ago, they've averaged about 20 yards on their returns. We got him for about a return of about 7. Got a little more air under that kick. Credit Flowers for getting down there. Got some air under this one. Flowers is down there again.
He made a good move that time. He
pushed
got
him back
inside
in, and I
that block.
believe same position.
Yeah.
Flowers gets in on him. Jordavion cleans it up.
Like Banks did earlier, extending that play. Flowers cut inside and made him hezzy, and then when he stopped, the help was there. It's the things that don't show up on the stat sheet that the Dragons have done well tonight.
Both of those were Jacameron Flowers wrecking havoc, and then Jordavion Williams cleaning it up. Fouke will take over at the 35 on their own side of the field. See, if you're this Junction City defense, you can keep them on this side, get that football back.
Keep your ears peeled back and keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, we've put up a lot of pressure up front, and we need to keep it up.
This team needed some success.
Yes,
they needed
absolutely.
You're going to bring Pinister off that edge. Pinister gets his hand up. If B. Lee would have took one more step, credit Fouke's receiver for not giving up on that ball. That ball was picked all day long. Lee didn't see a receiver in his defense. He come from behind him. But
Fouke's
he takes a step
saved
up.
a touchdown right there. That's what
B. Lee's going to take that to the house.
He saved a touchdown.
Yeah.
But when the ball's up there floating, go get it.
B. Lee's had himself a game tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
That would have been the icing on the cake. Had about a 50-yard return called back too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see if we can pin the ears back here and get to that quarterback. Banks coming off the edge. Banks trying to make a man beat.
Yeah.
I was about to say he did push
and
off
I don't know
there,
which end. Oh.
They're going to call B. Lee for holding. He got pushed 5 yards off the play.
Yeah, he got pushed, and it could have went either way there.
We'll roll on with it. I don't know how you hold when you. We're going to roll on with it, though. Good pressure there by B. Lee.
Brady Lee has had himself a game tonight in Miller County.
He's letting everybody know he don't know how to defend any better than how he did that play right there. I'm not sure what else he was supposed to do.
But I tell you what, the way we've seen him play all year, he's gotten better every week, and I guarantee you.
This is a breakout game for B. Lee.
A penalty ain't going to phase him any.
No.
The game he's had tonight, he's going to keep his head down. He's going to keep playing good football.
If you're Fouke, you quit throwing at him. I mean, he's just about picked it off every time. Got two backs in the backfield with their quarterback. They're in. Going to fake the run. Going to run back to this side. I believe that is 75. Ball's out. Why is the flag on now?
What's the flag on? What is the flag on?
Let me get a number 75. Banks also was on that.
75 wrapped up, didn't let go.
I don't have a 75 on our roster. Not sure who that is. If anybody has that, text it to me real quick if you know who number 75 is. Good-looking kid. I'm just not. We got officials that want some camera air tonight, and they're going to make sure they're known and get their time tonight because they've had plenty of it.
Yes, sir.
The flag's on Junction City.
After a long discussion, face mask against the
face mask.
Oof. All right.
Got same formation. Second and about 7. It just seems like we've had about 20 penalties tonight. No pressure on the quarterback. He's going to try to challenge Larry. Larry's going to pick
That's
that.
a bad decision.
What a play.
Bad decision.
You don't
Larry comes
challenge
down
it.
with it at the 20.
I'm
Big
looking for
play.
flags, Derek. Do you see any?
I ain't seen one yet, but that don't mean it ain't coming.
What do you think about that at midfield, Derek? Let everybody know about the Panther.
Hey, well, we got some intel before the game that the Fouke Panthers painted on the midfield is by the same artist who does that beautiful, I'll say it one more time, beautiful Eye of the Tiger down there at Death Valley, where there's some hog on the grill right now, Brendan. All right, well, I'm about to get kicked off the air now.
Joe Lowe texts me, I believe that's Singleton in number 75. Looks like they slipped a different jersey. I mean, that's kind of who I thought it was. Another good-looking kid, and we're going to roll with Singleton on that.
Well, there's face masks at the kneecaps now.
Still got – you're going to have to burn a timeout. 42-14, 4:16 left in the third. We're going to step away for 30 seconds with them.
Huh.
We're back. We are having a meeting of officials once again. Junction City's ready to get this thing rolling. Fouke's back on the field. Got Pinister in the backfield with, I think he's going to step up. Got Jordavion in the backfield with Owens.
All right, after timeout, Dragons come out 1st and 10 from their own 21. 4:16 left to play in the third quarter.
Fouke's going to bring the blitz, and, I mean, I don't blame him. You kind of pin your ears back. Look at Jordavion run the football. Way to not give up. They got to blow it dead at some point, though, when you start going backwards. Good hard run there by Williams. Didn't get much to show for it, but, man, he kept his feet churning. Give him a yard.
Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Dragons.
Junction City got two receivers on each side. Taylor Owens in the gun. Owens is going to step back, scan the field. He's going to go deep.
Oh.
He had Woody. If he could have got some air under that football, Woody was going to run it, and he didn't have a guy that was going to catch him. Had some pressure up the middle. He tried to get Lee on that reception. Him and Woody kind of ran side by side. I don't know if that was a busted route by one of them or not sure. Regardless, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Owens in the gun. He's going to look downfield. He's going to try to hit Woody on the deep route. Overthrows him by 2 or 3 yards.
I think Woody went in, and Owens was ready for him to go out. Baker back to punt.
Only the second time we've seen Baker tonight, isn't it? Punt?
Yeah.
Baker had a pretty decent punt that first
go around.
33-yard
punt, I think, the first go around. Good punt.
Got Jacameron Flowers flanking this side. I'm trying to see if that's B. Lee on the far side.
I believe it is.
Good snap. Not a good punt. If he gets a good roll here, he's going to get
got a few extra yards there.
A decent roll. That's not much of a call it about
Henry
a 21, 22-yard
36.
He had some time there. Dalton's done a pretty good job this year of punting. That one there come off the side of his foot. What did he get? Pumped about 22? 23-yard punt. Fouke will take over in Junction City territory at about the 44. See if they try to go at B. Lee here again. I mean, honestly, secondaries look good tonight. Minus that one wheel route, that's nothing to do with the secondary. We bit, and I don't blame. It was a good play to bite on. I mean, it was second and a foot, and it was a perfectly called wheel route, and they had it wide open. See if Big Deuce can get some pressure. Got Baker coming off this side. Got some pressure. He's going to drop that. B. Lee was in coverage, just kind of underthrown it a little bit. He's asking for a hold. I didn't see Lee hold him.
No. It's a good attempt by two to try to go get the ball, but I didn't see a hold.
He was still asking for the hold. He's still asking for it.
If he asks the third time, might get it.
3:08 left in the third here. It's 42-14 Junction City. Second 10 after the incompletion. Got a flag on the field.
Flags before the snap. Dead ball. Offsides against the Dragons.
Offsides on the Dragons.
Replay second down.
I didn't.
I didn't see it. I mean, I got a pretty good angle, but I didn't see it.
Where the?
It's a 6-yard offsides penalty.
Second 5 for the Panthers. Ball on the Dragons' 38-yard line.
How many yards do you get on an offsides call?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, 6. 11 on pass interferences.
Did they not give them 6 yards there? Is nobody going to say anything? We're going to roll on. 6-yard penalty. High snap. The Junction's going to need. Karma a little bit there.
Good pressure.
High snap.
Good pressure. Good pressure. You didn't just have one or two guys. You had the whole Junction front in the backfield there.
Got some kids coming on. That's 75. That's Singleton again.
You got Singleton and Hodges.
33. Let me hold on one second. I don't have a 33 on the roster either.
Well, you got Banks and Baker. Banks and Baker is both going to be working off that right side. That's going to be fun to watch.
33. This is the first action we've seen out of him tonight. He's going to get through pretty easy.
Oh. Yes,
sir. He heard Big Larry coming, son.
Sir.
Big Larry was hoping they called it a catch and a fumble.
Yes, sir.
Brennan fixing to house it.
Banks sealed that edge, and Baker made a step right and went left and went right up the gut, and he was in the backfield.
It's going to bring up a 4th and long. You're at the point, man, it don't really hurt to go for it.
No, absolutely not. I mean, 7 can throw the ball.
Oh, he's thrown it well.
He's thrown some good balls tonight. No, I mean, and they got some weapons out there. They've showed they can move the ball. It's just the pressure we've shown up front. There's that wheel route again. He sees it. Good ball. And that's going to be a house call by 23. Henry looked back at the moment, and the ball was past his shoulders, and there wasn't nothing you could do. That was a perfectly delivered ball.
I didn't know how he caught it.
He turned around, and it was right there. I mean, and Henry was a step behind him, and that was all he needed.
What a throw and a catch by Fouke there.
I hate to call plays, fellas, but I called that one. I wish I wouldn't have, but that was about as good as ball as we've seen all night by number 7.
That ball was on the money.
Absolutely.
I mean, I thought we had a chance at picking it.
Well, like I said, Henry turned around, and by the time he turned around, the ball was past his back shoulder, and it was caught.
And he had one guy to beat, and Woody didn't have the best angle on him.
And Larry was a step behind as well, and it was house call.
Going for 2. It's 42-20, 2:15 left in the third. They're going to go for 2. They're going to look for that little guy. That's Singleton giving pressure. Good job. Who was that?
Absolutely.
Was that Larry? That was Larry. Larry got a hand on that, knocked that away. Going to keep it at 22. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. It's a 22-point advantage for Junction City here with 2:15 left in the third. 42-20 Junction City advantage after the perfect thrown ball there. I mean, credit.
That was
Foul.
a dime.
Dom's already got 4 scores in this game. I'd love to see him get 5.
Well, Lee and Dom just switched sides.
Onside kick. Pretty good bounce. Great job
Good
by Baker.
job by Dalton Baker getting the ball and getting your butt on the ground. Stand-up job, number 44.
Can't say that kid's name enough. Dalton Baker, the sophomore. Man, what a play. That was a very good kick ball.
That's heads up. You got your offense that's been moving the ball all game. You ain't got to make nothing miraculous happen. Get the ball and get your butt on the ground.
I mean, that ball popped up right at his chest, and, I mean, he immediately went down.
Yeah.
I believe he plays center field for the Dragons. He played it there. Played it good. We got Dom in the backfield at quarterback. You got Jordavion Williams coming in motion. Dom's going to follow in behind him. He's got one hole. Dom's going to cut back to this side. If he had one guy there to get around, you were going to still be talking about how Dom got to the end zone for his 5th touchdown. But he ran into, I believe that was Chandler. Chandler kind of gave up on the play and got ran into. Still a 5-yard pickup for Dom. Same formation.
He's going to stay in the backfield there.
.140 left on the clock. Same formation. Dom's going to keep it. He's got Jordavion in front. Dom's going to get around the side. Dom, he is in open field. Dom.
That's house.
House.
That's house.
No flags.
That's
I don't see any.
That's going to be 47 yards.
That's his 5th touchdown, right?
Yep. He's one shy of a Junction City record. 6 touchdowns in the game. Tying the record.
That was Rodney Larry that has that record, Jake? 2010.
Against Parker's Chapel. Rodney Larry had 6 touchdowns against PC, and he's one shy of tying it.
6 carries.
6 carries.
Boy, that Rodney Larry, he was a scrub back in the day. Let's just put it how it is. I graduated with Rodney. The guy thought he was about 6'5", 260.
There's games like where he played like it.
Mr. Automatic.
Oh.
No good. Far left?
No, had some pressure coming off that right side.
He's had pressure those last 2 or 3 times. I knew it was going to eventually catch him.
That's Dom's 5th touchdown. You had Kevin Payne rush for 5 touchdowns. You had against Bearden in 2001. Maurice Moore did it in 2003 against Westside. And Rodney Larry, either a week before or a week after that big game against Parker's Chapel, against Hampton, he also had 5 touchdowns, and that was in 2010. So Dominique Grimes is etching himself in the Junction City record books tonight here in Miller County.
48-20 with 1:28 left.
In the 3rd.
Dom can do a little bit of everything for Junction City, man. He can rush it. I haven't seen him throw it. I would like to think he can throw it.
I was sitting there thinking about it. I would like to see him throw or drop back and throw one to his brother. Yeah.
Boy, don't you know Carlos is proud over there. My goodness. Seeing his boys in a Junction City jersey after what he did for the program, I mean, that's got to be special. Cole's teeing it off at the 40.
Got a lot of air under
That's a good kick. Kind of in no man's land.
Get it.
Cameron Flowers trying to track him down. He's going to finally get hit. I believe
That's
that was Baker.
Yeah.
My goodness. Dalton
About
Baker.
37.
Good kick by Cole Henry
33, I'm sorry. Yeah, good kick. Got enough air out of it. And Flowers has been there all night long.
Flowers is a speedster.
He hadn't made the tackles, but he's been there. He's putting pressure on the guys. Yeah.
And that's all you can ask for. Yes, sir. Dominique Grimes has 64% of our yards tonight as an offense. And you got 48 points on that board. So, folks, you think about that at home, how special of a player Dominique is. And mind I tell you, if you didn't already know, he is a junior. So, yes, be excited about that. Woody's a senior. And like we said before the game, two Grimes is better than one. See if the Junction City defense can pin their ears back here.
You got Davis coming off the other edge right there.
Almost got to him. That's Larry. Larry's got a beat on it just quite. Knocked it down, couldn't quite. He had about another half-step back pedal, and he picks that off. if you're Fouke, if you're the quarterback, you want to see your receiver fight back to that ball right there. They've done it all night. They fought back. Didn't fight back on that one.
Like I said, I bragged on the kid. 7's throwing a good ball tonight.
7 has had a guy in his face all night long, and he has stepped in that pocket. Took some pretty good hits.
Yeah.
And he's had himself a pretty good game.
No, he's a ball player.
This Junction City defense has came to play tonight, and he's earned every yard he's got. He's going to hand it off.
Oh.
He's got some space, and that's Pinister that's going to track him down after about a 6-7 yard gain.
51 for Fouke did a good job of sealing the edge there. Pancake Baker, and he had a big hole to come in. Pinister is down. That's not a good sign for Junction City.
We're going to
Dragons.
take 30 seconds with him. It's a minute 02 left in the third. We'll be back in 30. Third down and 3.
Pinister's back up. That's a good sign.
Yes, he was kind of shaking that wrist a little bit, man. And Rodney, brother, you know I love you. You know I wouldn't pick with you like that. We graduated together. If anybody didn't know that, me and Rodney were really good friends, still are. Rodney was a great running back for this program.
I think they're going to take Pinister off the field. You go down for a play, you got to sit out a play.
Didn't have to call the big boss man on me. Rodney knows I was kidding. That was a joke me and Rodney had back in the day, called each other scrubs, and always talked like we were 6'5", 260. So
Rodney is about 6'5", 260
how did
nowadays.
How did they get a first down there?
Everybody blow your whistle. Everybody blow your whistle all at once. My God.
He backed up.
I mean, if I had one, I'd blow it right now myself.
They're moving the ball back. I don't know what happened to begin that play. Now the chains move back with him.
Hey, you know what we doing, Brennan? We're going to roll on with this one. Roll on at the 40, brother.
What do they do?
I don't know. It's well, it's a beautiful night in Miller County.
All right, after the confusion, looks like we're going to have second down. And
Okay.
Chain gang thinks we have the football. They're confusing me. High snap again. He's going to have to track that one down. He's got Lee right beside him. Good pursuit by Lee. A big loss there on the play.
snap ball fell on by Robinson. Back the Panthers up.
I'm not sure if it's third or fourth down now. Scoreboard.
I think it's
says
fourth down,
third.
Derek. They're at the 25-yard line. After all that, I'm confused. I mean, I don't know. Bear with me, folks.
Fourth down.
I mean, everybody in the whole stadium's confused. The chain gang. I'm watching the chain gang. I'm watching the spot. The ball's on a completely different spot. For some reason, we were at 1st and 10. I'm trying to give y'all some football, but it's confusing me. Good punt.
Good punt by
He's
7.
going to have a chance to return this. That's Woody Grimes. Woody's going to catch it. Good tackle again. That's the second or third time they just hit immediately. Good job holding on to that ball.
Number 12 from Fouke made a good open field tackle there.
Yes,
holding on to the tackle.
Credit Fouke, man. Their special teams plays has been on
yeah.
par. That's the end of the third quarter. It is 48-20. Junction City on top. We're going to take a minute.
Oh.
Located at 501 North Main Street, stop in at State Line Pharmacy from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Besides filling all of your prescription needs, you can also enjoy their delicious line of Bluebell ice cream and shop their seasonal boutique. If you're in a hurry, use their convenient drive-thru. And if you don't want to wait in line, come to State Line Pharmacy. State Line Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Junction City Dragons and the Dragon Sports Network. Making lives better from the ground up is what Roseburg believes in. Located at 1165 Del 10 Highway, Roseburg responsibly manages and uses the world's most renewable resources to manufacture high-quality wood products that will transform lives, economies, and communities today, tomorrow, and for future generations. From their vast timberlands to their facilities and into the hands of their clients, Roseburg's vertically integrated approach ensures they are well positioned to meet the demands of the marketplace today and tomorrow.
Chain Gang's got it right over there right now, fellas. Junction City's going to take over about the 37. You got Jordavion Williams behind Owens. Keep it in mind, Dom's one touchdown away from tying the record. He's going to hand off to Jordavion. Jordavion kind of
Hold on to the ball.
Yeah. Picks up a yard.
Looks like he gained 2 yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and 8 for the Dragons.
Give him 2 on that carry.
Brendan, let me ask you. So you're up 28. There's a ton of time left. This fourth quarter just started. You gonna try to milk the clock here, or what are you doing if you're Junction?
I'm milking the clock, letting Dom roll down that field with a 6 touchdown, and then the clock's going to milk itself. That's what I'm doing. Taylor didn't handle the snap. It wasn't a bad snap. Good job following on it there. I don't think he was ready for that snap.
I think it came out just a hair early.
Dom had his guy beat by 6 steps over there. Like I said, the snap was good. I don't think Taylor was ready for that snap, Derek.
Yeah, like I said, I think he may have looked to the left or right about the same time it was snapped, and it came out quick to him.
So, Derek, does that bring up 3rd and 3 or 2nd and 10?
I'm gonna call Mr. Danny and get his expertise on this chain gang, because we've been just as clueless as the next guy up here tonight.
Back at the 25-yard line is where the ball is, I can tell you that much. We got to get to the 47.
Allegedly.
He's got some pressure off that side.
Boy.
They're going to scoop and they had the scoop and score all day. They didn't see it.
Ball comes loose. Panthers
Kind of come off that blind side of Owens.
I think he was looking for that 6th touchdown for number 3, and
He had him, but he just didn't have enough time.
He didn't see it coming off his weak side.
He never got touched coming off that side.
No, and laid a good hit on him too.
10:24 left in this game. It is 48-20, but after the turnover, Fouke's knocking on the door. Looks like they're at the 13.
1st and 10 from the Dragons' 13-yard line.
And you know, the decision earlier to go for 2 when you're down 22, it's going to come – if Fouke turns this into a close ball game here, that's going to come into effect, because you're going to have to go for 2 eventually when you wouldn't have had to.
If Fouke turns this into a good ball game, we need to give up. Dalton Baker, my goodness.
Play. Call his name again.
Dalton Baker, it just seems like he answers the call every game.
But you know that the 2 turnovers we've given up, Fouke's turned it into points.
He's got four solos and another assisted tackle for loss tonight. My goodness. Going to drop back in the gun. Looking for his receiver. He's got one downfield. He's going to throw it in triple coverage.
Oh.
Got over the head of Larry.
And that's number 13. I'm not sure why 7 ain't on the field.
28-point game, 4th quarter. They're just trying to get some, looks like a younger kid. getting him some reps, Derek, I guess. 7 had a great ball game for Fouke tonight. The score does not indicate how well that kid threw the football. He threw it into some tight windows. That last pass was textbook. It's going to bring 3rd and 12. He gets the snap. He's got some pressure. That's going to be an interception. That was Larry.
That's his second one.
That's his second pick. Good play. You know, I'm looking. Got 5 pass breakups, 2 of which were intercepted. He just missed a 3rd interception on that last one. That's a school record on breakups, I believe, is what Wayne just told us. What a game by number 12.
You know, he's making his brother proud over there on the sideline.
Ja'Cory Larry. It's going to bring the Dragon offense back on the field.
I'd like to see 3 or 30 in the backfield running Wildcat right here. That's what you're going to get.
Is
Looks
that
like
Dom at
Dom's going to
quarterback?
be in the backfield running Wildcat.
They're at about the 4, isn't it?
Yeah, they're on the 4. Looks like.
4-yard line. Let's see what Dom can do. There's about 15 people.
All right, that's going to bring us back to about the 1.
How many yards does he have tonight? He's got to be.
Put the ball down for 2 is going to be 1st and 12 for the Dragons.
What's the longest rush in school history, Wayne? Well, I'm going to predict this right here. You're fixing to see it. Oh, fumble. He's got it. He's got to get through the initial line. My goodness, I don't know how he got through the line, period. He still didn't get tackled. Jerome Godfrey, 1992 for 97 yards.
Against the Queen.
Against the Queen. What is the Queen now, 4A?
All right, well, we got 97 yards to go, Brendan.
He's going to be 1 shy if he breaks this one. It'll be 96. Same formation. He's going to try to follow his block. He's got a guy trying to chase him from the back. Not going to get to him. He's got 1 guy to beat. You're not getting it. You're fixing to see a 96-yarder.
97 yards.
If he doesn't cramp up right here, he's got it. There's
All
a
right,
flag
second
far
long
left side. Golly, dude. I don't know.
It looks like they're going to say block in the back around the 17, 18-yard line.
Unbelievable. I'm going to be on. I'll put it this way. You hate to see it on a caliber of a play that one right there was on. That was going to tie the rushing record multiple ways. My goodness.
I usually do my laundry on Saturdays. They're doing it on Fridays out here in Fouke. I'm going to get home and go straight to the laundry room because I'm a day late and $1 short, I guess.
Bear with us, folks. That one right there hurts.
Man. We're going to roll on again, Brennan.
My goodness, the kid's got to be – where's he? Is he out of the game? He's out of the game. My goodness. That would have been a monster run by Dominique
Well,
Grimes.
them legs
It was
about 450 yards tonight, so he deserves a breather.
I wanted that one bad for him, though, man.
Looks like Woody's in the backfield now.
Let's get a dose of Big Grimes. My goodness, that would have padded 97 to his stats. Tied 2 records at once. And you're talking about Junction City records, folks.
All right, so we're on.
That's Woody at the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Got Woody Grimes, man in the quarterback position. He's going to do the same formation. He's going to follow his block. He's going to cut, get hit, dragging 2 guys, dragging 3 guys,
Still
dragging
going.
Panthers. My goodness, what a run. I don't know where the ball was spotted. The chain gang had a first. I don't know.
They're guessing as well.
It's going to be a first down run for Woody regardless. I wish Woody'd cut up field right here and take it to the house.
All right, now we're on the 15.
Same formation. He's going to follow Jordavion. There's a flag down. Fellas, there is a flag down.
At least they blew the play dead.
Yeah. Credit. 2 flags.
Oh, there's another one.
They're still coming.
We got 2 flags on the play.
We're going to have to call in the Junction City Booster Club.
3 flags.
For some
Both of those are going to go.
for some tide over here.
That one's going to be after the play, so they're going to get both of those. I don't know if this third one's going to count, though.
Oh, goodness.
We got a hat trick of flags on the field.
This is, folks, you'd have to see it to believe it in color.
Dead ball, legal substitution against the Panthers. Dead ball, unsportsmanship against the Panthers.
So they got the
2 out of
Panthers
3.
run sportsmanlike?
They're going to get both of them. They're going to get the first one's going to be too many men on the field because he didn't get off. And then they're going to get the defensive coordinator for unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
Place the ball about the 35-yard line. Be first and 10 for the Dragons from their own 35.
Gave us one. I thought we got both of them. I'm with Jacob, but we got one of them. We got the ball at the 35. These officials are going to have some sore arms tonight.
Maybe too many men, maybe 5 yards.
Yeah, I'm with it. Same formation. Woody's at QB. He's going to bring Flowers in formation. Flowers going to lay a pretty good block. Missed a block. I thought I saw a face mask there. The helmet almost come flying off Woody. My goodness, that's 2 face masks I've seen tonight that did not get called. I believe that other one early, Derek, was on Jordy.
Yeah. Well, I think the White Hats knew if he would have threw another one, then Bobby Cox over here was about to get ejected.
7:50 left in this one. It's 48-20 Junction City. This game's went on a long night. It's been a long night. Yeah, it's just penalties. Woody is in the backfield, still at the QB. Got 8 seconds on the play clock. He's going to send Cameron Flowers in motion. Woody's going to try to get to this side of the field. You may see him take this to the house. Woody's got to beat. He's going to shove him. Woo! Woody showing off the. He didn't like it. It's just you go up and try to arm tackle Woody. You let me know how that goes. I mean, my goodness. Good run there by Woody. What are the officials back there discussing?
Yeah.
I mean, they're at the 50.
100%.
They kind of were huddled. Official's got a rolled ankle or something. He's limping. He's going to get stretched out on the sideline. I don't know what to say. Woody's going to take this, try to get to that far side, follows his block. Cameron got a pretty nice block there. I've seen it all. I don't know what to say. I just saw an official get hurt, and he's stretched out on the sideline. I mean, I hope he's okay. Don't get me wrong. It was just kind of how he did it. He was trucking it with one leg. I mean, he had some speed. I would have liked to seen a 40 time him getting across that field. He's up and moving. He's not bad hurt, folks. I'm not making fun of someone that's bad hurt. Don't get it wrong.
Oh man.
Yeah, please.
Brennan, there ain't too many times in my life where I was left speechless.
I didn't know what to say. I saw him huddled up. I didn't know he was shaking up. He rolled an ankle or something. Woody's still in the backfield with the quarterback position. He's looking for a block. He's got one. Woody's going to cut it upfield. Woody runs over a guy. Woody trying to get to that edge. Touchdown, Woody Grimes.
Send the AARP card in that man's mailbox because that's a grown man running the football right there.
What, they tried to tackle him up twice, up high. Good sportsmanship by Fouke there. 88 gave him a pat on the helmet. Both Panther players. I like to see that at a Fouke. Good sportsmanship. Same with Woody. You don't taunt your opponents. He tapped him on the helmet after they kind of gave him some love. That's what I like to see. Mr. Automatic's back on the field. See if they can get some. It's come off that far, this near side every time, Derek. They get pressure, and I thought they got a hand on it, but it's going to sneak through.
Yeah, they got back there. It was a good job of getting the kickoff because it was close.
That should be running clock from here on out, huh?
Junction City 55,
55-20. We're going to take 30 seconds, and we'll be right back.
Huh?
I believe up here, we've got us at 551 total offense. That's a pretty good kick by Cole there. It's going to get a good bounce. Wisely let that go out. I thought.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. Okay, they got it running now. But we got us up here unofficially at 551 offense tonight. That is a big game for Junction City. Yeah. I'm like, Jacob, get the ball back one more time, get those 49 yards. That's 600 total offense. Starting to see some more kids come in for Junction City here. Jeter's in on defense. Caldwell, Graydon Henry.
We've seen some big minutes out of Graydon Henry this year as a sophomore.
33, I don't have him on the roster. I'm not sure, folks. That is Kane Lee, 15's in the ball game. JaCameron Flowers. Is that Talon back there at safety? It is.
Still got Pennister in.
D. Henry still in. He's going to hand off, try to go at the middle. That's
good
Demarion
job
Henry.
of D. Henry shedding that block and coming back to the ball.
I believe Graydon Henry also got a pretty good lick in there, but D. Henry, 21, man, he great job. 4:12 left in this one.
Offensive lineman did just what he was supposed to do. He opened up that hole, and Henry just shook him and came back to the ball and made the stop.
Folks, if you missed it while we were kind of upset earlier, Dom would have tied the longest rush and the touchdown record with that 97-yarder he broke. Got called back from a block in the back. I mean, that one kind of stung a little bit, but regardless, his brother was able to pick that
13.
up himself. Got some hold. That is, was that Lee on the tackle? B. Lee? It was.
Yeah.
He picked up the first down, but B. Lee, that's Greer, I believe, that checked in, number 60. Let me double check on that.
13 from Fouke. Tucked it and had nothing but green grass in front of it.
Matthew Shern checked in for Junction City, number 60. 17, that is Brandon New, I believe it is. Brandon New.
You got Caldwell on this side. You got Flowers on the far side.
Kane Lee on that far left side. Good snap. Demarion Henry hit him first, I believe. Who cleaned it up?
I think Jeter.
57, that's Big Jeter. 2:55 left in this one. Going to get another, I believe that's Brady Britton, 55. That is, it's Brady Britton checking in for Jeter. Another, that's 20, that's Justin Johnson. Justin's a good kid. Works for me some on the side. Really enjoy Justin's time. Hard worker. 2.5 minutes left in this one. He's going to try to go at Justin Johnson right off the bat. He was going at Kane Lee. Overthrew him. That's going to, clock's going to continue to roll. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 11. Get 2 quick plays in here, let this offense back on the field. Two minutes left in this one, folks. He's going to fake the throw, and he's going to try to get around that end. He's got some space. He's going to pick up the first. I believe that was Kane Lee. Is that who that was, Kane Lee? 15? It was, Kane Lee. Kane Lee, another good-looking sophomore to this group. Good size on him. 11, I believe that's Zy Snow. Let me double check. It is Zy Snow, sophomore.
got a lot of young talent on this
Oh,
team.
yeah, it's a young – and, buddy, let me
lot
tell
of
you,
young talent.
that 9th grade group coming up is a good one too. We're going to have several out of that group that's going to help contribute to this team later on in the season. Going to get a handoff up the middle. I believe that was Brady Britton that held on to him, couldn't quite finish him off. Good job by Brady Britton there to hold on to him to let the cavalry arrive. Unofficially, that 551 picked up by this offense tonight is 5th most in school history. We'll have that officially Sunday or Monday. We'll have the official stats out. This might be the last play of the game right here. I believe that was Kane Lee again on the tackle. Kane Lee, 15. That should wrap this one up. Let's go straight into the – Wayne, you good with us going straight into the post game? Derek. I'm gonna let Pump go in on this one with Derek.
Remember, next week, Panthers travel to Ratio. Everybody have safe travel.
Jacob, 55-20. We came to Miller County and took care of business. One thing I want to say before I turn it over to you, Jacob, when you go down to Haynesville, and let's not pretty it up, we got our butts handed to us down there. When you go down there and you come back and start conference play against a tough opponent like Fountain, a hostile environment, this is how you want to respond. I'm very impressed with the defense. They all came together, special teams. We played ball tonight, and that's how you want to come into conference play.
Yeah, Coach Ball's got a prescription in his back pocket right now because that's just what the doctor ordered. If you're Junction City, 35-point victory on the road. It's not – folks, I don't know if you've ever been to Fouke, Arkansas, but I don't know if there's an easy way to get to Fouke. I hope there's an easier way to get out of it than there was to get over here.
Well, if not, Jacob, we're going to be spending the night with the Boggy Creek Creature.
Yes, we will be spending the night with the Boggy Creek Monster if there's not an easy way out. But you tackle, like you said, Derek, coming off a tough loss on the road. You got to go back on the road, make even a further trip. You're opening conference play. A lot of things kind of going I don't want to say against you, but things you just got to be able to overcome. It's tough to win on the road. And Junction City came out here and dominated. And really looked pretty solid in all facets of the game. So if you're Coach Ball, yeah, you're going to find things you need to work on. We can mention 2 or 3 right now that they need to work on. But overall, you're going to feel good on that bus ride home, knowing you've got a head start on some other teams in the conference because you got that tally in the win column.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you got a couple guys, we had a couple key injuries this year that's happened so far, and you got a couple key guys that didn't play tonight. But the next man up. I mean, it's the motto of every good football team, and you had guys step up, and you had guys come in and play late and make good plays, and that's what I like to see out of the Junction City football team tonight. What are we looking forward to next week, Jacob?
I think next week, Junction City is just it's really about just building off of tonight. Looking at what you did well, looking at what you need to improve on, and taking it one day at a time. Obviously, it's a big one next week in Junction. You have Prescott rolling into town, so it'll be interesting. It's a big challenge for Junction City, and playing at home, at least in the border town, should mean a little something.
Yeah.
It should mean a little something, and you should take a little bit. I hope you take a little bit of pride in being able to play in front of your home crowd, being able to play in the border town on the Muse.
Big game.
Big game. I mean, if you can't get up for a game like that, especially this time of year, still kind of early part of the season, I don't know what to tell you. Because it should be a great atmosphere. Obviously, you can sit here and dissect Prescott however which way you want to. It's all going to come back to one thing. That is a well-coached, I guess 2 things, well-coached and a well-disciplined ball club, and they got athletes all over the field. They're going to be ready to play. You got to be ready to play, and you got to be ready to respond. And not necessarily respond, but you need to start throwing some of those first haymakers and put the pressure back on Prescott.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, coming out and punching them in the mouth right off the bat. And I look at you 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, last week, I'm saying, man, we're in for it when we got Prescott coming to town. We are in for a dogfight. And then you come to Falcon, you take care of business, you see what you want out of your secondary and your defensive line, and now you're saying, Prescott, come on.
Yeah,
come to town.
Football's an amazing sport in that aspect of, like, I mean, and I say that. I mean, other sports are like that too. But football is just, this time last week we're like, my goodness, man, we just got absolutely bullied, hit in the mouth, put on the mat, and we did not get up off the mat one bit. And then you come back on the road, and you look up, and I mean, offense 550 plus on the ground. 55 points on the board. You put the mercy rule in effect in the last 6 minutes of the ball game, and credit Junction City. This was a crowd that was into it for the first half of
absolutely.
First half in action.
Absolutely.
And they've got some ball players on that offensive side of the football. And the one thing, this is a little bit, I guess it's irrelevant now. I kind of want to know why they got away from that stretch counter that they were running. I don't know why they got away, because they were.
When they got the ball
here's some numbers
outside
for you.
the hash marks,
they had 28 yards rushing on the first offensive drive of the game for them. 28 yards rushing. They went into the half with 17. What happened? They got away from that, I know, but it just would be interesting to see why. Now, credit Junction. I know a little bit of it why. Credit those 9 techs, those defensive ends, getting upfield, holding, contain, and a good flow play there from that second level to be able to, cut off some of that. So obviously that's a big factor. But the well wasn't completely dry for them, but they just kind of got away from it.
Like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's
They had
right.
2 counter plays go for over 15, and then they had just a stretch to the right side that went for another 12 to 15. Like you said, 28 on the first drive, and you got stopped. Keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, the game's not out of hand. Then you get down here, you get a turnover. You tied up at 14. Keep running the ball.
Well, I think you mentioned it maybe right before the half or early third quarter, but really for Junction City offensively, I mean, you look at the numbers, but I think the numbers are just a reflection of how well the offensive game plan was executed. I think, you got to credit the offensive staff and the job that they did. Obviously, they're not short on having the ability or having the number of playmakers to put the football in.
No.
They've got that. But Taylor Nolan's, I mean, I don't know what his final numbers were, but I know at the half he was 6 of 8 for 200. He only got better from there with two touchdowns. I know our analytics department is going to have a little work to do this weekend, figuring out where some of these individual and even team accolades are going to rank in the all-time single game categories. But I know they're up for the task. But Derek, just your final thoughts on tonight and how you see things moving into next week.
Well, I mean, I could see it looking up. Just Coach Devin said it. He said, guys, our best football is ahead of us. He said we're getting better every week. And they went to bed Friday night as one football team and woke up Saturday morning a brand new team. And they came out here and showed it. I'm looking forward to Prescott. It's going to be a hard-fought ball game. But they're coming to our house, and if we come out and play Junction City football, guys, it's going to be interesting at the end of the fourth quarter to see what happens.
It'll be a good one next week. Paul H. Muse Field, David Carpenter Stadium, Junction City and Prescott. We hope you'll tune in and watch Junction City and the Curly Wolves get after it. For Kyle, Brennan, Derek, I'm Jacob. For Denton and Wayne down below, I think we're going to swing through and see if we can get Brennan to go toe-to-toe with the Boggy Creek Monster before we head out of Fouke. We thank you for joining us this week tonight, folks. We will see you next week in Junction City. Good night, and God bless.
The following has been an exclusive presentation of the Dragon Sports Network.